What's going on, everybody? My bad. What's going on, everybody? So, hey, TT. Hey, Tori. Hey, Tori. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Oh, man. They got some stuff kicking, boy, I tell you. If I tell you, we looking good right about now, y'all. We looking real good. Compared to what's going on, we looking good. We looking good. We looking good. These folks done lost their mind. Stuff done start kicking in. Phew. Look out there. I got my girl coming up. What's going on, girl? What's going on? Start kicking in. Phew. What you up to?
What's going on? What's going on? I turn TV down.
Oh, shooting up, girl. We're gonna get into it today, but y'all, the last video I did got 335 views when I looked at it last. If we could just keep getting them views like that, y'all, I sure would appreciate it. Just please like, share, subscribe, give me out the algorithm, because y'all know that me and Pat, we talk about some real stuff. We give out knowledge. We give out everything over here. We talk about everything. We're gonna leave them there now. We let y'all know what be aware of, what's coming, what's going on. Hey, y'all go ahead and put us out there in the algorithm, y'all. What's up, Tyree? What's up, baby? Yeah, I need them views. Yeah, y'all come on now. Share them with your family, your grandma. Y'all know that we talk about clean stuff. We don't do a bunch of cussing over here, a bunch of rah and roof over here, and it's a calm, relaxed crowd over here in the chat. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's good enough for grandma and grandpa chilling, chill and laugh and talk and gossip about things that we talk about, and parents and your aunties, your cousins, shoot, your homeboys, your home girls, shoot. Hey, I believe they got cell phones in the nursing home. Share, like Pap, they got me in the nursing home. Share.
Yeah, they got them. They got them in the nursing home.
They got me everywhere. Y'all share them down. Y'all share us out, y'all. Y'all come on. Y'all know we be giving it up over here. We'll be telling y'all nothing wrong. And y'all can't say that everything we been talking about have not came true. Can they, Pap?
Nope. No, y'all, they sure can't. We sure be talking about, hey, TT and Tori.
Y'all can't say that. Y'all just can't say that. Y'all can't say that. But look here. Let's get into it right quick. So y'all know that Meek Mill's been saying a lot. And he's worried that his name is on that list. But somebody, I don't know who, but somebody said that they got a tape. It's going to mess a lot of people up. And they're saying that they're releasing this tape to the highest bidder if the person who's on tape don't want it. This is what I found. A liar for one of Diddy's accusers. Y'all see that, don't you? So I wonder who it is. I wonder, was it Meek Mill? Because Meek Mill was the only one that was crying about his name being put out, and he had $100K to give away to a detective, somebody who found out whose name's on that list, was his name on that list. What you think, pal?
Oh, I heard. Well, I seen a press conference the other day. It's a lawyer out of Houston is representing a bunch of females.
But and I also this right here coming from Atlanta though. They said this here happening in Atlanta, so I don't know if it's coming from Atlanta or where it's coming from.
I don't know. I didn't watch all of the press conference. I just watched a little bit of it. But it was the lawyer is from Houston and he represented a few women.
Right.
And I also read an article that the dude that ghostwriting Kim Porter book or whatever, he supposed to been helping her with the book. He got a tape and he gonna give it to the FBI.
Where he get a tape from?
Kim, I guess. I don't know. He said he got some information. He gonna show it to the FBI.
Well, see, TT did a thing the other day. She's still doing it. She's doing the reading of Kim Porter's book.
Yeah.
So maybe there's some shit get into on down the line or something. I don't know.
I don't know. But he ain't the I heard Jaguar Wright been calling my Miss Mill.
A lot of people, but he's so worried though. He's so worried. He's so worried. He worried. He worried. Hey, still swinging podcast. He worried,
Well,
baby. He worried.
oh, what he worried for if he ain't done nothing? But Jaguar Wright been had his name hot too. She said he in that mess with Diddy.
Yeah, 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 yeah. But I don't know. But you know, everybody was saying certain things about Aaliyah and Jay-Z. Was they did they ever mess around? Did they have relations and things like that, right? Well, I found some information that from about Aaliyah, and she spoke on their relationship. So their relationship is not like everybody thinking it was. I thought they had a lovey-dovey relationship, but I don't know. I can't say the girl lying because I can't say well she lying. You know what I'm saying? I can't say that because I don't know. But check it out, y'all.
Because the rumor originally was that you were connected to Jay. Yes, exactly. You remember that? We talked about that at Summer Jam last year. Exactly. Jay and I were hanging out a lot. He's my homie. We had a lot of fun together, but we never dated like that. Right. But, you know, when you see someone a few times, people assume, oh, they must be seeing each other. Something's going on over there. Me and Jenny Ryan, me and so many people. So I forgot about you and Jenny Ryan. We did a video together, and it was like, oh, they're seeing each other. And we never saw each other like that.
So she like the genuine. So her and Jay-Z didn't mess around.
Well, according to Jaguar Wright, Jay-Z tried to hit on her. He tried to mess with her because he liked younger women too. He's supposed to be a creepy old man too, and say she turned him down because that's when she would basically started talking to Dame Dash, and that's the reason why they said his hand was in that mess about that plane because she didn't want to have nothing to do with him. Jaguar Wright told that too. And that's part of the reason why. That's the other reason. Dame Dash mad because how he stole the company, and he thinking that he had something to do with Aaliyah. Jaguar Wright said they had words because Jay-Z knew that Dame Dash was messing with Aaliyah.
Yeah, TT said they were cool, but they never dated. Okay, TT, I thought they were saying they dated. He liked her one time or another, but Still Swinging Podcast said he Jaguar Wright would say anything. You know,
I don't know. A lot of people don't want to listen to her, but I listen to her, and I think you can tell a lot of time when people is lying.
Yeah,
and she careful about what she say. And it's one thing she said: if she lying, why come they ain't tried to sue her? And ain't nobody she done talked about tried to sue her.
Nobody tried to sue her. Nobody came out and said she telling a lie. She always lied. Nobody said nothing.
Jill Scott and I think it was Abby. I don't know. I know it was Jill Scott come out and said Jaguar Wright was lying, and Jaguar Wright came right back on the blue couch and said, Jill, if I'm lying, why you ain't sue me? She said, you know I know.
Yeah.
Because she said when she had her first baby, Jaguar Wright said, me and Jill Scott grew up together, we was friends. She was sitting right in my room when I had my first baby, the son that got killed. If you go back and listen to, go back and watch all them YouTube videos, even when she was killed, she still said the same thing. Her story ain't never changed.
Yeah, TT said Jay-Z did secret date Damon Dash baby mama, but that's Becky with the good. Let's go, TT. Let's go, TT. Shane said he believed 90% what Jaguar Wright say, and you know, I'm like you. I believe everything. But Still Swinging Podcast said suing Jaguar Wright would be just like suing you. Okay, they can't get nothing from her, and she know that. Well, Jaguar Wright ain't broke. She ain't broke. Jaguar Wright got that man behind her. She got that man behind her. She got that man. She got that man behind her. Said nobody better not mess with Jaguar Wright. That man said that.
And he was a member of the mafia in Philadelphia, And the Blue Cops interviewed him by himself, not with Jaguar Wright. No. Because
Yeah,
I watched the interview.
yeah. Well, I tell you what, I
So
don't
I don't
know,
know.
Tony.
You can believe
She
what
been
you
kind,
want to believe, but like
she
she
been
said,
kind of right. She been right.
but
She been right.
but guess what? That's what I said. She said everything I done said done came out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hold on, I got somebody come to the panel. Hold on, got Brother Shane. What's
Salute,
going on, Brother
salute,
Shane?
salute, Perk, salute, Cassandra.
Salute, baby. How you
Hey, how
doing?
you doing?
I believe majority of what she say, y'all. I do.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
believe I watched it. I've been watching it because I found the scrolling through YouTube and some just said stop and listen. And I started watching it, even when she was stripping at the barber shop in DeSoto, the whole 9 yards. And,
yeah,
and when she went to strip it, I knew. I said, same thing they do. Somebody done sent them out to drug her up.
yeah,
Somebody done sent
yeah,
her out so they can have people thinking she crazy. And I kept on watching. I watched the video when she went off in the airport in Chicago. She was tripping, and she kept on telling she needed a medicine.
Somebody
But
would have
too
been
much
sued.
stuff she done said done come out.
Somebody would have been sued her by now if she was lying.
Yep,
right,
that's what she
right.
said. Somebody would have done sued about now.
And nobody done that. Nobody came and said she's lying. And nobody said she's wrong, and nobody said nothing. So that's why I believe her.
Well, I told
Cause
you I'm gonna lie. You're gonna be quiet. Okay?
that's why I
You
believe
gotta be
her.
quiet.
That's
I'm
why I
not
believe
gonna
her,
get up.
Tony.
I'm gonna lie. Now, you gotta be quiet, get your toys, and just listen. Okay? Close the door. Oh,
But
my
yeah,
bad. I
so
ain't know.
I
I thought
believe
I
it. And
turned.
damn it, and you all right? Damn it, that's baby mama.
I'm
You
sorry,
got
y'all.
oh David Dash mom got half white in her. Okay, is that my phone? But yeah, so I believe it though. I believe her. I believe it, Tom. I believe it. I believe it,
I
Shane.
don't
I
hear nothing.
believe it.
I, I, I mean, look how long ago she came out with it. And my favorite word, let it play out. Now it didn't play it out. Look at what everything she was saying. It's coming to true. It's coming to the
It's
light.
coming true. Right, right, right. So that's why. Is that why nobody never said nothing? Because they know it's true. They
I
they
think
they
so.
they quiet about it.
I think so.
I think so too. I think so
And
too.
and on her Instagram, she be shooting hard at Jay-Z.
Yeah. Because remember she was shooting hard at Baby Oil Man. And it came true.
Yeah.
So
But she also said, you got to go back and watch the interviews, that her and Jay-Z was kind of like supposed to been messing around for a short period of time.
right,
And he put a scar on her arm. He tried to cut her.
right.
Hmm.
And she showed the scar. And if you go on her Instagram when she talk about Jay-Z, I mean, she be going hard and paint on him. And
Yeah,
if you a billionaire, you should have done shut her mouth if she was lying.
Right,
That's the
right.
way I look at it.
She's been a shut her down. Right, years ago,
Yep.
way before now. Right, but
and it's
nobody never have.
go ahead, Perk.
Nobody never shut her down. So that's why I believe she telling the truth. Shane. I mean, no, none of the
Yeah,
celebrities, and they got money to sue her now. They got the money to sue her, but they never have. So that's why I believe it, Shane.
yeah. It's like Suge Knight. Like you
No, no.
you see how they going to Suge Knight to get
Yeah,
information from Suge Knight about all this stuff that's going on because they know Suge Knight was around.
that's
He was
right.
around during that time, so they know Suge know what he talking about. Remember when it first happened? I remember Suge said the Homeland Security is not really raiding uh, Puffy for really him. They raiding them because they want to confiscate them tapes to protect some of them people that's on them tapes.
I heard the same thing, brother. You better come on and speak about it. I heard the same thing, Shank. I heard the same thing. Come on now.
And that's what it was about. The people, some of them people that was on. See, Baby Oil Man, they got Baby Oil Man. They already knew they got him. It's some people on them tapes that they gotta protect. You can bet that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Homeland Security.
Yeah. 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 I heard that's why they went in there too. That they got the tape to confiscate the tapes. That's why they went inside to get the tapes so they can hire whoever else was on them tapes. I heard the same thing too. That's what they did.
It's some sharks on them tapes. It ain't no big fish. The big fish is the P. Diddy, the Jay-Z's, the TD Flakes. It's some
Yeah.
sharks. It's
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
sharks on them tapes.
Yeah. 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 Most definitely. And I think it got something to do with some of those sharks got to do some of the girl who played in The Color Purple. The main one. I believe it's that man who played and had that wig on his head, running around there in plays and stuff. I believe it's I believe
Speak about it.
I believe it's that
I
man who
believe
just the Star Trek man, because he said you couldn't be on Star Trek unless you slept with him. So I believe it's that man. I believe it's that Davis man. I believe it's a whole bunch of them. And I seen something about Russell Simmons. Russell Simmons also was listed offering us. So it's a lot of head honchos, and they ain't gonna get tore down for no one man. They gonna do something else before they get tore down by one man to bring them down what they got. They like their luxury. They like what they got. They like everything they got.
And Russell Simmons, I heard a little bit before Jaguar started talking about him. I heard a little bit about him that he's supposed to had messing with his daughters and some more little young girls, and they was hot on his trail. That's why he left the country and won't come back.
Yeah, and y'all know when he got with Kimora was 16. She was still in
High school. Yeah, them
Mm-hmm.
perverts, and they did that back in the day. They did that. So yeah, I don't
And
know.
I believe one of the other females besides Bay on Dream Girls, they got a tape on her too.
Hmm.
And that kind of hurt my feelings, but I don't doubt it because a lot of them are sell their soul and everybody else too, just
Yeah,
to be famous.
yeah, yeah,
Dang, I wouldn't sell my soul just to be famous. It ain't worth all it, because you can get a lot of money and you got more problems than a poor man got.
Mm-hmm.
That's
And
why they
and
get them.
then
That's why they get them while they young.
And
Yeah.
then Jaguar Rice she said exactly what I thought when I heard it. And I just didn't say nothing. But she just read my mind. Cause she said one of the other girls that was on Dream Girls sacrificed her mama and her brother. And
That's
I said the same thing when I heard they ended up dead at the same day. I said, what the fuck? Then
yeah.
all of a sudden, she blew up. She blew all the way up. Got a talk show, everything. Cause the first people was talking noise because they wasn't giving her props. Cause in my opinion, she can sing better than Bay.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
And everybody was talking noise and saying, she really made that movie, and
Yeah.
she sung and everything. And then all of a sudden, your mom and brother come up dead, and you shoot straight up.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And it happened to so many other ones like that.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That's not the only one. It happened, but that's why they call it a young man's game, because they know they gonna get you while you young, because you naive, you gullible. An older person just ain't gonna go for it. An older person ain't selling it. So, well, let me backtrack. Some older people will sell their soul. Let me
Yeah.
backtrack.
Hmm.
You hear me, Perk? Let me backtrack, because some older
All
people
right
will
now,
sell
let's
their
go.
soul.
And just like Jaguar Rice said, TD Cakes, so heels.
Hmm.
Yeah,
But
he's
it's just
so here. Yeah.
getting a younger person. You know what I'm saying?
But do y'all
Hmm.
think that
Yeah.
Diddy can be like this because he was an altar boy when he was young? Do y'all think that that's the reason why he's the way that he is?
In my opinion, because I was watching the Blue Couch the other day, and they was having a little conversation about why people that got money and stuff like that, they feel like they can do that. And in my opinion, the power go to their head. But
Yeah.
in Diddy case, Diddy is a narcissist. He a narcissist,
And I just figured he was a
and the
project
power.
king who didn't really have. I just think he's a project king who didn't really have nothing. The mama didn't care nothing about him and just put him anywhere to get rid of him because she was a hot tamale too. So I believe that's why she put him in with there and thought it would be some good for her. But the whole time it wasn't no good for him where she put him in.
Nah, cause he was, and then ain't no telling you. You said he was altar boy. We all know what the priest was doing to him.
That's right. That's right.
And cause like when me and my husband talk about that, we usually don't talk about a lot of celebrity stuff. But me and him was talking about it the other day, and we said me and him both agreed on the fact that when Biggie come up dead, that he had something to do with it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, most definitely. Most
Oh
definitely.
yeah.
Because he was jealous of Biggie. The clothes, you see how Biggie started wearing those scarves and the hats and stuff. That was the way that he wanted to dress. But he was dressing Biggie the way that he wanted to dress. That's what I believe.
Yep.
That's what I believe.
And then here go Jaguar right dropped another little tidbit too that a lot of people keep on missing. Andre Harrell, she was mad because a lot of people didn't go. She, even though the little dirt he did, she felt like more people should have showed up. You know, when he died, and it really didn't hit the news and stuff when when he died. But Puffy met Kim through. He was the intern for Andre Harrell, and Andre Harrell was messing with Kim too.
I ain't know he was messing with Kim too.
Oh, that ain't now. Y'all be shot. Kim was messing with the security guard. Did y'all know that? That's
I
where
know
she
that.
got the baby. That's where she got the baby Justin from. Justin looked just like the security guard.
Oh, you talking about Kim Porter? Okay, right. I'm thinking
Yeah.
you was talking about Lil Kim. Okay, yeah, you right. You right. Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah, Kim Porter. Kim Porter worked for Andre Harrell too. That's how Diddy actually met her.
Yep. She was brushing
Dang.
him off at first. He wasn't
And
trying
Diddy
to
was
hide.
an intern. He was an intern, and he kept on, and and literally and physically. Jaguar right hit it, but I don't know nothing about the physical, but the literal, he fucked Andre Harrell too. That's how he ended up getting all the shit that he had.
Hey, Tori.
Hey, how you
Jay,
doing, Mama Perk?
Because
all
Jaguar
right,
right said,
Jay.
how you go from being intern to running the whole company?
Tori, what's
Right,
up with you?
right.
Hey, what's up,
Hey,
Shank?
Tori.
Hey, what's up to the panel? Hey, Miss Cassandra,
She fell
where
off.
she go?
She be back. She fell off. She fell off.
Oh, okay. Now, how y'all doing? No, it's good to
All right.
talk to y'all.
Oh
All right.
yeah. Oh yeah. So what you think
Nah,
about
what
it,
you
Tori?
just said,
They
nah,
said.
what you just
So
said, what you,
let me just say this right here. They said, y'all remember the Ciroc drink, right?
Mhm.
yeah, the
Ciroc
vodka.
was made for the poor black community. It was made for the high price or the high class Caucasian people. And Diddy had got mad because he didn't want it just for the African American. He wanted to be in the Caucasian atmosphere. So that's
Right.
what Ciroc come. And not only that, French Montana. Remember, they had a Ciroc drink called French, the French Ciroc. That came from French Montana. Him and French Montana was kicking it, and that's how they come up with the French Ciroc. That's how they came up with it.
Okay, nah, that makes sense because that dude like what brother man be saying because I would laugh at every time he said the baby oil man whatever.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
I was in town square, and he got all you because you remember he used to make the clothes.
Yeah.
He was in the fashion industry at one time,
Yeah.
and he was doing pretty good. And then I was in town square, and he got a whole what I'm saying like a whole picture on the side of a building, and
Of him?
he just yeah. Of him in his own clothes. He ain't had no what I'm saying, like no models or nothing like that. It was of him. I'm saying I've been hearing strange things about, cause like I ain't finna be modeling for no damn clothes.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't trying to talk about them, them like I ain't trying to disrespect them. You know them kind of people,
Yeah.
But I was just like, no, and then it was somebody that was, you know what I'm saying, kind of close to me. They had been saying some strange things about that dude, like how he be doing people. And then I had heard it was on World Star Hip Hop or whatever. It was some dude up on there. That's what he said. And then it was some dude off the street uh said that he was funny. It was some dude that I had met off the street because I've been all over the country, so I talked to all kind of people.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? And he said, "This is allegedly." I'm trying to be careful because I'm trying to help protect your show
Yeah,
because
yeah,
this one of my favorite shows or whatever. But he was like, you know what I'm saying, like the person was just like, because if you think about it, think about Bad Boy back in the day, back in the 90s, right, when they was hot, right?
Uh-huh.
okay,
Biggie Biggie was the one that brought everybody over to Bad Boy except Craig Mack. Craig Mack was already up over there.
Right.
Cause
He
like,
was first.
because even if you look at because even if you look in the movie, it was Biggie brought everybody over there except Mary J. Blige and Craig Mack.
You right.
But if you look on that movie or whatever, the Notorious movie, it's a Big Mac, you know what I'm saying? He had like the Big Mac box or whatever. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? It was Big Mac. You know what I'm saying? He could recognize talent.
Oh
But
yeah.
look, he brought everybody up over there. Total, Junior Mafia, all of them. He brought everybody, all the talent that Lil Kim. Biggie was the one to taught Lil C's and Lil Kim how to write the movie. I mean, how to write songs because it's a song out there called Big Mama.
yeah,
Biggie wrote that song. If you go on YouTube, you can find it. If you go on YouTube, you can find it. Biggie is rapping, you know what I'm saying, like behind the scenes or whatever. He trying to tell Lil Kim how to rap that song.
Uh-huh.
but be careful now, cause be careful about who wrote them songs. Now, let me tell you something. Mace wrote a lot of those songs, and
Yep.
and Puppy got credit for them songs. You understand me? So
Yep.
be careful
Yeah,
about,
he
about who
probably
wrote
did.
those songs. 'Cause he didn't make them songs. A lot of them songs Mace made, and Mace didn't make no money on them songs. And Mace was mad about that. So a lot of
That's
them
true.
songs Mace wrote.
That's true.
Yeah, and then he left all of a sudden, right?
Yeah, he went to
Yeah,
Atlanta.
Yeah,
yeah,
he moved down to Atlanta. They try to say he was running from somebody, but he wasn't running from nobody. He just got mad because a lot of people from New York or whatever, like they moved down to Atlanta or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because Atlanta is an implanted city or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like they got a
yeah,
whole lot of people that move from out of town that move out there. You know what I'm saying?
right.
And they a lot of them come from the East Coast. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of black people out there in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? But what's called uh but if you think about it, it's true what the dude was saying, like that word stop because it was a word stop interview that I was hearing listening to. That's what the dude was saying, like cause they said Puff was, you know what I'm saying, messing up with the money. Like he
He
wasn't paying
was.
folk.
He wasn't.
Yeah. Yeah, you remember? I think it was on. I think it was on here. You did a show the other day or whatever. I was just like, you notice how everybody just vanished from Bad Boy.
Mm-hmm.
That because they would he was not paying them no money. That's why he was getting all the money. He was snaking them.
Uh-huh.
He was snaking
Yep.
every last one of them.
Yep. And then when you go, the dude was saying, he said when you go in there and talk to him about the money, they were just like, hey, you know what I'm saying? They knew something wasn't right, but they didn't know what it was. So they were just trying to talk to him, trying to see what it was. And then he'll say, the dude said he'll give you like a go get him tiger speech or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like he a manipulator or whatever. He'll make you forget
Yeah, he was
what
a
you came in
manipulator.
there
He tell
to
them he'll
talk
give them so
about.
much money, and when they get in there and do the record for them, he'll chop the money down to them. He can't pay them this, he can't pay them that. That's what he
Mm-hmm.
be doing to them when they go in there and make music. And they
That's
say
true.
Yep.
they won't even do it.
That's
Yep.
true. Bro.
But you want
Yeah.
to know, like I said, you know who the person that was close to me that told me the situation about him?
Who?
Cause he tried to holler at her,
Who?
my baby mama.
Oh, your baby mama. Okay.
She did a video for him, you know, cause my baby mama used to be a video vixen. She did a video for him, and she was just like, the nigga tried to holler at her. She was just like, nah, nigga, you funny. And then he tried to holler at her homegirl, and she said the same thing.
Right. How, Miss Parker? Right. Let's check out what
And
they
I
gonna say.
was just like,
Let's check out what they said about Gotti. Hold on.
We was on the yacht, right? You know, Diddy groping him. And then
My bad, Frenchman.
they disappeared for like an hour. Diddy came back sweating, and he said, "Hey, we came up with a new Ciroc deal and stuff like that. This is we got French Ciroc now, and that's how it became. You get what I'm saying?"
I'm sorry, y'all meant French Montana, but that last picture y'all was Diddy and French Montana hanging out, and that's French Montana with no shirt on.
man, let me tell you something, Miss Perk.
Mm-hmm.
My baby mama, she, you know, like I said, she used to be a video girl, right?
Mm-hmm.
She was, you know what I'm saying? Like she was showing me, you know, all these pictures.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then I was just like, okay, like she got pictures with DMX and you know, all the rappers and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like she just standing beside them. But when she showed me that picture of her and Diddy, this just my perception of it or whatever. I was just like, hold on. I'm like, this nigga here look funny than him. I'm like, why y'all standing like that? You know, you know what I'm saying? Like this
Right.
supposed to be my gal at the time or whatever. Miss Perk, you would have seen the picture. Miss
They were
Perk,
standing too close. They were standing too close together.
Perk, they were just standing like, like they were sitting like on like a bench or whatever, and they were sitting like back to back to each other. But it just looked. Shaker know what I'm talking about. He a real nigga. Shaker real nigga. He know what.
He wasn't posing right, huh?
No, I was just saying like all the like she showed me a picture about 20 rappers that she was, you know, was like they were just standing like side by side. But when she got to Diddy, they stayed side by side, and he just Kool-Aid like a motherfucking Kool-Aid, smiling like a Shake, you know.
I know what you're saying. I be seeing some of his pictures, and you know, I be like,
No, I'm just saying, no, that ain't the ultimate. That ain't the ultimate. When she showed me that picture, I said, hold on, because I just started laughing. And then I was just like, hold on, what is this? And then she just started laughing. She was just like, I told you, she said there's something about that nigga. She said that nigga ain't right. And she straight up told me, now this my woman at the time, right? She straight up told me, she was like, yeah, that nigga tried to holler at me. She was just like, he done pulled this thing out and every damn thing. And she was just like, I was just like, nah, nigga, you funny.
Yeah, very fine. I wouldn't trust him for nothing in the world. Let's check out about Young Gotti. Right? Let's check out about Young Gotti. Hold on.
Now I'm gonna tell y'all this. That nigga Yo Gotti, say your prayers, nigga. You better say your prayers.
You know they coming, don't you? You know they finna show up.
Facts. Hey, bro, that nigga got up there and said, they said, didn't CMG pay for your attorney $50,000? Yeah. But they didn't give it to me. He said, yeah. But they paid for it because you killed Dolph, right? Yeah. Well, that was your compensation, right? See, a nigga said, well, yeah, they gave the attorney $50,000. Yeah, because I killed Dolph. Nigga, Juke dead. He was an exec of that company. That's your brother. That's finna that's next. Watch. Remember I told you.
But wouldn't it be smart to blame it on the dead man, though?
No, he was part of the company. They saying CMG, they're gonna classify it as a game. They gonna try to target. Now let's do the math. CMG and PRE shooting at the basketball shit in the Carolinas. Motherfuckers doing songs. Nigga shot the Sprinter 100 times. Bulletproof. This nigga dead. PREF. Nigga, that gonna take that shit and paint the perfect movie. These two things are gang. And your gang paid this dude attorney $50,000 because you hired him to do a hit for $100. They coming.
Damn.
I heard that. I said, y'all didn't hear that shit?
Yeah, I heard it when he was testifying.
Oh my God. I said, oh, dang.
Dang, what y'all think about that? So he just talked himself way into more trouble, didn't he? Over his mouth too much. He talked too much. He said too much.
Who you talking about? Yo Gotti?
The dude that told that he unalive. Oh boy.
Oh, Cornelius straight dropping them.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
in that, I mean, then they talk too much. Didn't they? I mean, really, to me, Shane, they didn't have it together. They didn't have it together. It wasn't together. It was not together. It was just it wasn't together.
I'm glad you said that, Mama Perk, because that's what be a lot of you know what I'm saying, or what's wrong. In my opinion, that's why I think that's what a lot of wrong in the streets is. These dudes ain't no proper gangsters. They don't know how to shake and move. You know what I'm saying? Like
they
you
get
gotta,
crash dummies. They get crash dummies.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know if they scared because like when you do something like that, it gotta be it gotta be premeditated or whatever. That you know what I'm saying, that's just the case that you're gonna have to you know what I'm saying, face when you know what I'm saying, like you know what you're doing, you know you shouldn't be doing it,
right?
You know what I'm saying, like you gotta plan stuff out, like you know what I'm saying, like I can understand like if you protecting yourself and you gotta, you know what I'm saying, start busting and all that stuff, you know what I'm saying, you gotta start shooting, you know what I'm saying. But when you're trying to go get somebody, it really got to be premeditated, and it seems like they don't be having you know what I'm saying, they ducks in a line or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because all the stuff would be, you know what I'm saying, just like look at the true crime shows or whatever. Look at Fresh 48. Ain't none of these niggas no gangsters. Like nigga, you need to be going to the motherfucking military or go get a job, nigga.
I think
Go
most of these people want fast money. I think it's fast money. It's just fast. It can't be getting a bit of the name for yourself because you're unalive with somebody. I think it's just money. I think it's just greed and hate and jealousy. That's what I think it is.
It is, and then that's why you be putting out a good message about you know what I'm saying, you do a real good job about putting out, you know, about the gun violence, trying to prevent gun violence and all that stuff, because all that stuff ain't even necessary or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like
And my thing is, as little as that man was, y'all, he was so little, you could just jumped on him. He was so tiny. I don't understand why people got to be out there doing all that. I mean, when you got to get something like that, like I said, they was jealous of their man, you know, and I mean, all that. I mean, then these dummies gonna pay attorney fees. What more make them more guilty?
No, I don't want you to hurt yourself.
You know, I don't understand.
that's what I'm saying. That's another thing. She should say that about attorney fees. These niggas be going out and do this shit, and they only have 40 G's to even pay the lawyer or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Before you even go talk to the lawyer, you gotta have at least 13, 15 G's to go talk to the lawyer. They don't even be having that much. You know what I'm saying?
I know what I would did that. I wouldn't have done that. I wouldn't have done that at all.
No, but I'm saying, but at the same time though, but I'm saying, any of y'all on the panel, or anybody in the chat, tell me if I'm wrong, because I had heard that Young Dolph had got shot 150 times at one time.
Nah, the van got shot up 100 times.
Oh, so you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So, but I heard it was in Memphis though.
It was.
So why would you even go back to Memphis? That's my question.
Why would who go back? Got it now? Why would who go back, sorry? Why would who go back?
Perp, I just asked you now. What's called? Dolph Van got hit up 100 times
Yeah,
in Memphis. That's where he from, right?
right.
He from
Have you? I'm just
Chicago.
saying, but well, he was born in Chicago.
Yeah, he moved to Memphis. The
You know what
one
I'm saying?
time that
But
I know,
have you been to Memphis?
no, I never been to Memphis.
Me either.
They don't play down there.
TT said his whole family does. So yeah, why would he not go back to? So why would Dolph not go back to Memphis? But they always say when you make it big and famous, it's best to leave your hometown.
Yeah.
That's where your head is at.
It is.
To me,
That's why Boosie. Yeah, that's
is
why Boosie don't. Yeah. I ain't mean to cut you off. Mama Perk, but what you call? That's why Boosie don't stay in Baton Rouge. He from Baton Rouge. That's why he don't stay in Baton Rouge no more.
that's why a lot of celebrities don't stay where
Master P
a
did
lot
that.
of a lot of celebrities don't stay where they from because of because they can get more unalive there than they can somewhere else.
Yeah, exactly right. That's why but I'm saying unless you got solid protection or whatever, but Master P, I think I said that on your show in the chat the other night or whatever. Master P, okay, the only reason Master P blew up in New Orleans, right? I
Nah,
mean
Master P blew up
not New
in
Orleans,
California.
not New Orleans, but California, right?
He left New Orleans after Romeo was born.
Yeah, no,
Cause he was into the
that
games and shit.
nah, you know where I'm going. You know where I'm going with this, Cassandra. But
Master
what's
P.
called? But what's called? He you know what I'm saying. But a lot of that music that he was making, it was sounding like California music, and he wanted to sound like more down south. So he moved back down south, but he didn't go to New Orleans. He moved to Baton Rouge.
Yep. And when he went and bought Snoop a contract from Death Row, he moved Snoop to Baton Rouge.
Sure did, cause him and Soldier Slim. R.I.P. to Soldier Slim. Cause him and Soldier Slim was roommates.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Titi said it was Thanksgiving when he was unalive visiting his family. Yeah, he gonna hand turkeys and stuff out. And it hurt a lot of people when young Dolph got unalive because he was a big help in his community. A big help in his community.
he was. It did hurt or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because they let C Murder do a virtual let him do a virtual thing or whatever. You know what I'm saying? C Murder, one of my favorite peoples and one of my favorite rappers or whatever. See, Murder is the one that inspired me to you know what I'm saying, start writing a novel.
Yeah.
Because he wrote a novel. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay, well,
but
let's
what
check this other thing out about Young Gotti. Hold on.
Got the Young Dolph text.
Here we go.
Our Wi-Fi sucks.
Which ones you want me to read? Start right there.
What's the date though?
Yeah, what's the date?
August 24th, 2012.
Last text.
That's 5 years ago.
That's how you gotta approach this shit, homie. Just gotta stay down and make the right decisions, and you can win big, my nigga. You in a good space in Memphis, but you gotta take that shit from there to the world, and it's gonna turn into money. I like your grind, my nigga. When I was in your position, none of them niggas who could have helped me did. Our city fucked up, homie, and I'm trying to stop letting history repeat itself and show niggas we can get money together and everybody be on some ball shit, because I got to make sure no matter what happened, homie, I did my part to help anybody I thought could really go the distance, and you one of them niggas, homie. And even better, you got your own movement and vision. You just need a real support system, not any support system, but one that understand what you is and where you trying to go and how to reach the people you need to reach. So stop being a fuck nigga if I pull up on you. End it with the trying to reach thing. That sounds very positive to me.
He ain't respond to that?
Yo, I mean, like, I think only other thing we ever talked about that was like, he was trying to get a verse or something from me. I don't know if I, probably didn't do that. I never done the verse, but I don't know. Maybe I didn't do the verse in time. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But
So one while him and Yo Gotti had a good relationship.
you talking who want Yo Gotti had a good relationship? Who you talking about?
him and Dolph, because he even did some opening shows for Dolph when Dolph came out.
That was young guy that you showed, cause I don't know.
Yeah.
He just
Oh, he
watching
might
that
have got.
video. Just watching that video, he seems shady to me.
Yeah. See, the young Dolph, he did opening shows for young Dolph. Cause they had a good relationship, baby. They had a good relationship. Hey, Melanie Queen, they had a good relationship. You know, you see, they text each other, laughing and talking. So they had a good relationship. So what changed? What shifted to? Okay, baby, what shifted to what they had got so much anger toward each other? What happened?
That nigga, he just seems shady to me.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
That's just
saying.
my opinion. He just seems shady.
Hold on, you saying dude look shady?
Yo, got
Yeah,
it
that was
right.
just, yeah. He just seems shady to me. He just seems shady to me. Cause at the end when he called him a fuck nigga, that was the exact thing in my mind. That's a fuck ass nigga right there.
Okay, I'm glad you said that because in the back of my mind, that's what I was thinking because like if you pay attention to Dolph, because real recognize real. He seemed like if he come up, he gonna put you on so you can come up too.
Yeah.
Of course, this kind of
You know
person
what
he
I'm saying?
was.
'Cause he got a song. He got a song like that. He got a song like that. He was just like uh uh you can't get money with me. You too you know what I'm saying? You too lazy. You know what I'm saying? It's just everything that Dolph did. He just seemed like a, you know what I'm saying. Then he said when he went out to the Bay Area, he said that's when he came up on his first bankroll. And he said he started coming up ever since then.
Right.
So he started putting niggas on. You know what I'm saying? Like the nigga that was up under him, he ain't look down on them. He ain't look down on them. He was trying to make sure the people that was up under him, you know what I'm saying, had came up. Why you think? I'm just saying. Why you think Corey Miller you know what I'm saying, spoke at his funeral? You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Hold on.
From,
So
from there.
we got guests coming. Let's look at my guest. Hey, brother
All
Tommy, how you doing? Still Swinging
Hey,
Podcast.
what's up, big? How y'all doing?
All right, how you doing, baby?
Good. I just wanted to say, right,
Yeah.
Dolph and Yo Gotti, right, they got two personalities that's always gonna clash. All right. Listen, Yo Gotti is like Rick Ross. You know, one of them guys that really always need to show off. One of those
Yeah.
guys that really need to impress you.
Right.
Dolph is one of those guys that you're not gonna impress me. I'm not impressed by you. All right, like, bro, listen, don't bring that shit. Don't bring that stuff over here. I'm not
Right.
impressed by you. All right, and Gotti, one of them guys that want to force his impression on you so he can force his influence on you. And Dolph, one of them personalities that you ain't my boss. Don't even ever get that twisted. I ain't never gonna see you as nobody special.
Right. So
So when
Tommy,
you got two
seem like
personalities like that, they just
seem
not
like you
gonna
know
get
a lot.
along.
Seem like you know a lot about it. So what brought them to not like each other? Because you see they text each other. They I seen what Gotti was doing opening shows for bringing young Dolph out. So what changed? Did money make them change? Did Yo Gotti get greedy, or like you just said, is it just a personality that just didn't match?
All right, it's one of them things, right? Like,
Uh-huh.
Yo Gotti wanted to sign Dolph, but Dolph clearly didn't like Yo Gotti.
Mm-hmm.
You understand where I'm coming from? So,
Right.
and keep in mind, all right,
Okay.
Yo Gotti only gonna show you what he wants you to see. So he only gonna show you the text message he wants you to see. He not gonna
Right.
show you. He listen. He can't get up here on the radio and tell you what's really going on. But I'm telling you, they both got them egos. Okay,
Right.
Dolph ego is in a different position. Dolph ego is that, look, I'm in my lane doing my thing, and check this out. You ain't got nothing I can't get, so I'm never gonna look at you like you nobody special. Yo, Gotti, I need you to look at me like I'm somebody special so I can wield my influence on you and have you on my team. Okay. Dog saying, why do I need you on my team? I'm already clearly next to blow. So why do I need my money going to you before it come to me? When it can just come straight to me.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So now Yo Gotti offended. Yo Gotti offended that Dolph not thinking he's special. Dolph, because you got to remember, all the rest of these guys thinking he's special. All the rest of these guys, he putting them on. And their checks coming to Gotti. Gotti taking his and then break it, and then busting them down. They good with that. Why? Because they was broke dudes when they came. Dolph was a paid dude in the street. He didn't need Gotti money.
Yeah. I heard that. Yeah. I heard
So Gotti couldn't offer him nothing that he couldn't turn down. So he like, look, what was Gotti gonna give me? A little bit of money, a couple cars. He was like, I got my own cars, I got my own money, and I'm clearly next to blow.
Right.
Why would I sign with him?
So Dolph on his own. He on his own music, right?
He owned all his own music. Dolph was turning down $20 million deals.
Yeah, I heard him say that. He took me a deal down.
So you thinking, Gotti wasn't offering them nowhere near that kind of money.
Right.
So if he wasn't even gonna take that, he wasn't about to take what Gotti was offering them.
Right. You're right, Tommy.
But Gotti got offended. Why? Because Gotti knew the ramifications of this. Okay, the ramifications of this is this. If Dolph blow, Dolph gonna have his own team in Memphis, like he did.
Yeah.
Now it's a power struggle.
Oh, yeah.
Now you got the entourages, when they seeing each other, they clashing. Right. Okay, Gotti could have called this whole thing off. Gotti could have called all of this off. But his ego was involved. He had already sick black youngster on him. Blood already got spilled. Black youngster brother already got smashed. They already made an attempt on young Dolph in Charlotte when they shot up his car, but it was bulletproof. You see what I'm saying? So now they into it. Okay, it was, but before even getting there, Gotti should have been smart enough to say, bro, look, we rich. Let him do his thing because we over here killing it.
Yeah.
But you know what it is with a dude like that when he got something to prove. He can't back down off of what he got to prove.
That's
Gotti had something to prove.
Yeah, he did. And now it gets him nowhere.
Right. So now everybody lose. You ain't heard nothing from Yo Gotti. He getting up. He know listen, the writing on the wall.
He real quiet. He done got real quiet. I mean,
because the writing is on the wall. He getting all his affairs together. He preparing for what he know coming.
Yeah,
and trust me, he couldn't make a rap right now if he wanted to. His mind just not on that. His mind not into that. His mind on all the problems he having. All the people that saying, look, bro, I can't mess with you right now. What's going on with you? It's no way that we can be involved with you.
Right.
The same thing that happened to Murder Inc. over at Def Jam. How everybody just distanced themselves from him because they know what's getting ready to happen to Gotti.
They don't want to be involved.
No, you don't want to be involved with the feds. You think Rock Nation want the federal government in their offices They don't, and they know the federal government don't got no problem sending 50 dudes to their office to do an audit. And they can't go and back and do business for the next 2 months
They
because
already
these
done
people
did
in
it.
their office.
They already done did it.
You see what I'm saying? So they gonna have to distance themselves from Gotti to keep their own business going smooth.
What you mean, Pep? They already done did it.
The feds already done talked to Jay-Z.
No, I'm talking about it'll go past a talk. It'll go way past a talk. I mean, it disrupt their operation if they don't get away from Dolph. Because if you standing next to Dolph, you're gonna get investigated with him.
Yeah,
I mean, if you
nah.
I'm
standing
talking.
next to
I'm
Gotti,
talking.
you're gonna get investigated with Gotti.
I'm talking about the feds already done talked to Jay-Z. The feds
No,
talked to
I'm talking about more. Yeah, they're gonna talk to people, but I'm talking about they can make real problems for Jay-Z.
Jay-Z
I'm
is
saying,
he's in
when
the white folks' pocket too motherfucking deep.
I'm
Listen, let
saying,
me tell you
I'm
something.
saying,
If the
They
government
ain't
get
through with him
involved,
yet. He doing their business.
if the government get involved, them white boys gonna get straight away from Jay-Z.
I'm saying,
But why?
I'm saying,
This my thing right here. This I
Don't
you right.
nobody
You right.
want problems with the federal government.
You
Nobody. If you in
you.
business, you know better. You know you don't want problems with them.
But this is what I'm saying. That motherfucker, I don't know his name, whoever it was that Jay-Z did that deal with for the NFL.
no, come on with it.
That dude, all them white boys is in it together. And in order for the Fed and Jaguar Wright telling everything and everybody suspecting everything about that crook Jay-Z, and all they did was talk to him, and then right after they
Jay-Z
talked to
and
him,
Pimp C, damn.
I
Ain't
he
know,
made
nobody.
it.
I know who you talking. I know who you talking about.
I can't think of his name. Right after the feds talked to Jay-Z, he made the announcement about who was gonna be in the halftime show, and
But,
everybody was in
but
the
that,
uproar because
but
you
that
didn't
was
get
in DC.
nobody from New Orleans.
But that was in DC. That football team from DC.
But the Super Bowl gonna be in New Orleans.
Yeah. Hold on. This happened recently.
Yes, and you didn't get no artists from New Orleans to perform, and everybody was upset. Why you didn't get nobody from New Orleans to perform? Cause them white folks told your ass, this is what you gonna do, so we can keep the feds off your ass.
Oh, okay.
Come on now. What you
Oh,
think
okay.
about that? What you think
Not,
about that,
not
Tommy?
I mean, look, I can't stamp that because
Tommy on.
I don't know nothing about that. I'm just saying, as far as with Young Dolph and Yo Gotti, that's what's going on with them two. Like Jay-Z, I don't really know because he don't put his business out there like
You
Yeah.
and
Nah,
that should make you look side out to begin with, cause yeah, I understand you don't put your business.
Say what, Pap? You broke up.
nah, but I done been to Memphis and it's straight up hood or whatever. Like I don't think I seen a white person in Memphis in my life unless they worked at a subway or something
Oh,
like that.
they down. Oh, they down now. Oh, they really. Oh, they there. They are there. They there in
Yeah,
Memphis.
you know what I'm saying? Because when I ran over a dude uh in Memphis on I-40. I ran over a dude, you know what I'm saying, in the 18 wheeler. And while they was investigating me, it was a high speed chase going on. I said,
But
"What the hell is going on? It's some shit going on out there." And you know that's
but
what A Ball MJG from.
well, it's
But
some
but dude,
Caucasian.
but
It's
dude,
some Caucasians. It's some Caucasians out there. I promise you, they there. I remember
Yeah,
reading
that's the
they gonna have a
South.
court. They gonna have a
They in the
court.
South. You know it ain't. It's a bunch of Caucasians there.
Yeah,
yeah,
it is.
it's a bunch of them there, but it's a whole bunch of niggas there too. And I know Memphis been off the hook for a long time. Cause I used to work when I worked at McDonald's in the '90s. It was a chick. Her mama worked for the federal prison, and they was from Memphis. And she was telling me about how it was in Memphis then. And they been off the hook for a long time.
Yeah, but since you said that, because cause homeboy on point or whatever, like when the feds come and fuck with you, they done already got you. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? They got a
yeah.
like a 90% or 95% conviction rate or something like that. It's real high.
97.8% conviction rate.
Yeah, when they come and get you, you know what I'm saying? Like all you gotta do is just be like, you know what I'm saying? Just be like, just be like the real gusto on CB4. Just be like, shit. Just put your hands up and let them put them handcuffs on you.
Just,
They already
just to
got you. They
let you
already know.
know, just
They
to
already
let you
know
know,
everything.
just to let you know how serious the feds is. Check this out. Just Google top federal lawyers, and then Google how many federal trials they ever won.
But I'm just saying though, why you think you got to pay $40,000 for them to fight for you?
No,
You
you
know
gonna
what I'm
pay
saying?
70. You
Off
gonna
the
pay
rip.
40 for you gonna pay 40 for a low budget one who ain't gonna who don't but if you're gonna get you a known one, they're gonna start it at 70.
But I'm just saying, I said 40. That's just for them. That's just for the consultation.
Oh yeah, right. Oh yeah, definitely.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm
you're
saying?
right.
When
Exactly.
they talk to
Just
you.
to come and talk to you.
Yeah. Just no, for you to come talk to them. I'm
No,
talking
if
about
you
for
in
for
jail,
your
they're gonna
mama.
have to come
I'm talking
talk to
about
you.
for your mama to come talk to them.
Oh
you
yeah,
know, you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like they gonna charge that, and they want that. They want all that. No installment plans. Ain't no payment
Let
plans,
me
and none
tell
of
you
that
what
shit.
my federal lawyer told me. Okay, this is what my federal lawyer told me. When he slid that number across the table, he wrote it on a piece of paper. I said, damn. He said, I was told you could pay this. I said, all right, well, look, I'm gonna have my girl bring you 20,000. I said, I'm gonna have my girl bring you 20,000. He said, no, you're gonna have your girl bring me all of it.
Well, the one I know about or whatever, they were just like shit. They were just like, you gonna have to bring 15 bands. You know what I'm saying?
Look,
Dang.
Just for the consultation.
look,
Do
I'm
you?
telling you like this.
That number one.
The reason why he want all of it is because he know he can't help you. He know once you get into this and you see what's going on, you're not gonna pay him the rest of that money because
Okay.
he can't do nothing for you. That's why I tell you they gonna sell Yo Gotti all kinds of dreams because they know he rich, but they know they can't do nothing for him.
Yeah, but
Dang.
I don't know, man.
So
But look,
so
to
in
me,
other words, they take his money then,
Yeah,
Tommy.
they gonna take his money because you
yeah,
don't see.
'cause that's what it's
Listen, the
about, Mr.
problem
President.
is this right here. You don't see nobody that look like Gil Gotti win in a federal trial. Never, never, and it ain't gonna start with him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hey, but Tommy, but tell me if I'm wrong, no. 'Cause, I'm talking to Perk too. But look, in that situation, it's all about money. Because what they're gonna do is they're gonna be like, look, this dude got all his money right here. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is in the money game and whatever. Like okay, you're gonna get a percentage of this here. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna get a percentage of this here. You know what I'm saying? So they gonna what they gonna do is they're gonna try to juice him out all his bread or whatever.
You already know.
You know what I'm saying? Like no, I'm just
You
saying like
already know.
tell me if I'm wrong or right though. Correct me though. I don't mind being corrected. Tell me if I'm wrong. That's how they work when you get in legal trouble. Cause that's what they
Yeah,
do. You know what I'm saying? That's why
yeah,
you got that's
yeah,
why you gotta have money
and
from you gotta have money for the bond. Okay,
and
you gonna get bonded out. Then you gotta go hire a lawyer. When you hire your lawyer, you pay your lawyer all that money. You know what I'm saying? But don't pay the lawyer all the money at first or whatever because they're not gonna work as hard or whatever.
right.
You know?
Listen,
But if they see you paying, they're going to work. They're going to like, oh look, oh he paying. So look, I'm gonna give you this dude over here. He ain't paying, but this dude over here, he paying.
no,
So
bro, you
so give him this
confused.
dude.
That'll happen for you in the state. In the feds, that ain't gonna happen for you. You
Oh,
going
okay.
in the guidelines like everybody else. Okay. You
All
listen,
right.
bro. This dude, listen, trust me, bro. I was in there with dudes who, when they got out, helicopters, they met there at the heliport. Yo, it's mad rich dudes in there. Okay, I'm talking about filthy rich dudes in there, bro.
Yeah,
They
I
all
heard.
got the
I
same
did hear
story
about
as
that.
I got about my lawyer. Yo, your lawyer can't do nothing for you.
Oh,
These
okay.
people don't care nothing about your money. Bro, they sent Martha Stewart to jail. She was a billionaire. Only reason they sent her to jail because she wouldn't tell them where she got the tip from. They sent Michael Vick, a prime quarterback, to prison, bro, in the height of his
Oh, okay.
career for fighting dogs. A case that ain't never been it's never been a federal case for that before. Never been one since. Bro, they gonna send him to prison. It ain't nothing he can do. He don't got nowhere near the kind of money these people got. Okay, listen, that money, they don't care nothing about. They print the money. Bro, when you get in this courtroom, it don't look like the Young Thug courtroom. When you get in this courtroom, you know this different. Okay, the courtroom looked like they spent about $500,000 just on this room.
Oh, okay. That's why I should have correct me if I was wrong or whatever.
Bro, I mean, that what you saying, that happened in the state. But in the feds, man, they don't care nothing about you. All right, they will indict. You think your lawyer hot stuff? They will indict him just so he can't represent you. Go ask Jimmy Henchman. Because I was in MCCC when they did that to Jimmy Henchman. I was in there with him. I'm telling you, they broke Jimmy Henchman. Jimmy Henchman was in there selling onions and green peppers.
What?
They took all his money. Listen, they waited for Jimmy Henchman. They waited for Jimmy Henchman to pay his lawyer all that money, then indicted his lawyer, just so his lawyer couldn't represent him.
Dang. That's cold blooded.
Yeah,
That's cold blooded.
Miss Perk. Then they did that when I was on my way to Laredo. It was like some dudes, you know what I'm saying? Like I had passed by a prison down there. I don't remember the name of the town, but I was on my way to Laredo down Interstate 35. You know what I'm saying? You out here in Texas, you know what Interstate 35 is. I was on my way down there to Laredo. It's a straight shot, you know what I'm saying, to Laredo. You know what I'm saying? You pass Austin, San Antonio, and all that shit. It was like they was on a chain gang or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like some slaves. And then it was another time. Yeah. They was sitting up there. They was you know what I'm saying, throwing them what you call them hoes down on the ground and shit.
Yeah.
And something just went through me. I was just like, man, I was just like, hell no. I was just like,
You know what, in Louisiana, them dudes be straight up breaking rocks. In the chain gang, they out there breaking rocks. Well, I'm talking about with.
So if you went to Laredo down 35, you went right through Huntsville, Texas, where the intake and outtake, the biggest prison, the intake in the state of Texas. If you went down 35,
you talking about 45? That's Huntsville right there.
yeah, and when you get to 35, 45 intersection 35.
But get this though. That ain't the ultimate. In Huntsville, they got a motherfucking museum for a goddamn prison.
Yeah,
I'm
they
just
sure
like,
do.
what the hell is this? I was like, what the hell is this?
Museum? What the
When the feds want you in prison, you going to prison.
Huntsville used to have the biggest black rodeo it was.
But since the brother said some what your name is, Tommy?
Bro, Tommy.
Yeah, Tommy. Since you said that, you said the Louisiana penitentiary, right?
Yeah, bro, they had them breaking rocks.
Angola.
I'm just saying you talking okay. That was Cassandra that said Angola.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what that was, right? Angola.
Yep. It was a plantation.
The slave plantation. And they sold it to the state. It was a slave plantation, and they sold it to the state. And yeah, who was that?
Yep.
Who was that? Mama. That was Mama Perk.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Yep. Y'all. I didn't know that.
Mama Perk. It's down there in South Texas because I was down there. Okay, let me tell you
Angola
something.
in Louisiana. Angola is the worst prison in Louisiana.
It's in Louisiana.
It's the worst. That's what Core Middle locked up at. That's what Boosie was locked up at. That's what it's in the That's what it's in the. Okay, it's called Angola, right?
Yep.
Do you know in Africa? In Africa, it's a country called Angola.
Yep.
It wasn't called Angola before they sold it to the state of Louisiana.
Yes, it
But
was.
it was.
Yes, it was. It was Angola Plantation.
Mm,
Oh, okay.
mm.
All
I
right.
didn't know that.
Yeah, my bad. Well, nah, it's down there in South Louisiana. And then when I had went to Louisiana one time, and my baby mom was on the truck, and I seen they call it Louisiana State Prison. Okay, you seen the Green Mile?
Yeah,
Yep.
No, I'm talking to Perk.
yeah. I seen about 2 or 3 times.
You know that jail that you know what I'm saying, that was displayed in there.
Yeah.
That's Angola.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't
If
know
you
that,
pay,
y'all.
no, pay attention to. Okay, go watch it again. And before the movie, say Louisiana State Prison, Louisiana State Penitentiary.
I didn't know
That's
that,
what
but
it is. That's what it is. It's Angola, but it was a slave plantation because Miss Cassandra know what I'm talking about. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? Like it was sold. It was sold to the state, and then they
mm,
because it was called Angola at first or whatever, but then they changed it because the Mystical even said in one of his songs, he was just like, "Shit, before you respect me," he was just like, "I was on the motherfucking front line in the motherfucking Angola."
mm. So, have y'all ever wondered what happened to Foxy Brown? Anybody ever wonder what happened to her?
Yeah, I
No.
did.
Okay, let's check
Nah,
out. Something wrong with her. I don't know what it is. Maybe you can tell me what it is. Hold on.
And then
You
he
know what?
mentioned in a song Picasso that he had never, well, I can't say what he said, but he had never done that to you. And did you ever say these things, or are those things untrue?
Wait, come on, don't ask me anything like that.
Okay. Well, I was
rephrase
trying to
that,
get the right
baby.
way to
Rephrase
say
that.
it, but you know what I'm saying. Let me rephrase that.
Okay.
When that came out, okay, what was your first reaction to hearing somebody accuse you of that?
When I
When those
got the
rumors,
call about this anonymous blogger
yeah,
who wrote,
yeah,
keep in mind, you and everyone else, this wasn't in Time Magazine, Daily News, The People, XXL. It wasn't an article. It was an anonymous blogger who could be somebody from Wisconsin named Joe Schmo the Midget, hiding behind a crazy... If anybody read that story, first of all, anybody that knows me knows that my mom is an educator. The way I speak alone, my diction alone negates everything that's not even how I speak. One. Two, anybody that knows me knows how much I love Jay.
yeah.
Period. Jay and I come from nothing together. My cousin Clark Kent, we're going to be all the way real. Everybody must say this, but Clark Kent is the reason why we are all on. And that is my blood cousin. So there's no one ever, we've never heard anything like that. Have you ever heard Foxy dissing Jay-Z or Jay-Z dissing Foxy?
Never.
Ever? So we're going to wait 15 years later and just come out the blue and start calling people. I'm going to say that I have whatever was that. It was horrible. Yeah. Jamie Foxx's name was brought in. I didn't even know Jamie Foxx like that. I mean, just horrible things was said. I can sit back and say, and I'm a blogger, and I can say, well, Puffy just said that he and then he had a baby by, and then and people believe it. It's scary. It's crazy. Was I shocked when Jay said the line in Picasso Baby? Yes, because we've talked about that. We have a history that supersedes music. and we know how this business works. We sit back and we laugh at those rumors. We laugh at that. I think he began to feel the pressure because people were saying my age, the age thing. She was 15, 14. She was 15, 14. And after a while, that gets to a person. The Jay I know, the Sean I know, never comes out of character. So for that, and that's my point. That's where I think the tears came from earlier, because people don't understand that it does affect people more than you think. It does affect, I know Kane just said, whether they're talking good or bad is good. But after a while, you get to the point where you're just like, the fact that he felt he needed to say that means that something struck you. Do you understand what I'm saying? Something. At some point, it was just like, enough. And I understand exactly how he feels. Enough already. Like, people do not have lives. Somebody says to me the other day, have you ever seen a pretty hater or an educated hater? I said, absolutely not. You've never seen, like, it's amazing, the fly girls that pull up next to me and she's in her own Range Rover and she's gorgeous and she's like, hey girl, I love you. And I'm like, hey girl, you're beautiful. And then the rat that's standing on the corner is like, that's Foxy, And it's like, huh? You know what I mean? It's that's just the way the world is.
So do y'all think something wrong with Foxy? She got an addiction. Something wrong with her voice. Something is wrong with her.
She lost her hearing. She sound like that because she lost her hearing.
Oh, she lost her hearing. When did she lose her hearing?
She lost her hearing, what, about 9-10 years ago, something like that.
Is that why we haven't heard anything from her?
Yeah, Foxy lost her hearing. She was having some medical issues.
Do y'all think she would protect? So her and Jay-Z met when she was about 15 years old. So she met at an early age too. Yeah, watch the words.
And Jaguar Wright told that too. But if you pay attention, she never did answer the question.
No, she didn't.
She never did answer the question.
She did answer the question. She did answer the question. She answered the question. She said she wasn't gonna answer that. You didn't hear her? Play it again. She said she not answering that.
And she told him to ask it to her differently. And
but after that, she said you don't respond to some blogger in Blippy. He might be in Wisconsin. Why would you respond to him? That's what she said. Yeah. You can't just skip over what she said.
Nah, dude.
I heard what you said.
Yeah, Tommy, his intellect is higher than mine or whatever, but I felt like she was, you know what I'm saying, like, because I did hear about, you know what I'm saying, like, back in the day, she was, you know what I'm saying, messing around with Jay-Z or whatever, but she seemed like she do, you know what I'm saying, like TT said, she was, you know, she traumatized about what happened. Something happened back in the day.
Oh, man. Bro, you can't just say that about people. That's what she talking about. You can't just assume that. That's not cool.
She said her and Jay-Z was cool. There's no problem with her.
And because she said that, y'all don't believe her. Y'all want to believe something bad happened. Stop that. That's not good.
No, I ain't saying something bad happened. I'm saying, in my opinion, she evaded the question because she didn't really answer it.
Yeah, she right. Cause
she said she wasn't gonna answer it.
Okay. Okay, and I understand. She said, and then she took it as some blogger that may be in Wisconsin. That's all well, good, and fine too. I understand. She was evading the question.
Because you don't have to answer every question, even the dumb ones.
No, you don't have to answer every question.
You don't.
You don't have to answer every question.
See, the thing is, you got people that want to believe this stuff, so they gonna believe it. If she would have answered it, the people who want to believe it gonna say she lying.
If people gonna believe what they want to believe anyway, and my thing is for Jay-Z go, that's an underhanded ass nigga.
But they from
And I
they
don't
from
put
the
nothing
same
past
neighborhood.
it.
Yeah,
I
they
don't
from the
know
same neighborhood.
Jay-Z, so I can't say that. You know, I
You
don't know
you ain't
that
got
brother.
to know him. Look at what Dame Dash ain't got no reason to lie. You went up under him. He bought you in Rock Nation, and you went up under him and stole it.
Listen, that's business and that's between two men that I don't got nothing to do with. I'm telling you that just because Dame Dash said it, don't mean that's what happened. Dame Dash gonna give you his side of the story. Jay-Z
Well,
gonna give you his side of the
Jay
story.
Z ain't
It's,
never gave you his side of the story. He
but
ain't never
why
said
would
well,
he?
that.
Why would he? Why would he? He living his life. He doing great. He don't need to give you his side of the story. You could
You
believe what you want. He don't
you
know
right. You
you.
can believe what you want, but all you gotta do is sit back and watch the actions of that nigga, and that's an underhanded nigga.
I don't know Jay-Z,
well,
and I ain't gonna agree with
You
nothing
ain't
like
gotta know
that.
him to see he ain't worth a damn. You ain't gotta know him
Yeah,
to see he ain't worth a damn. All you
from
gotta do is
from
watch the person
They
action
I'm
from the
just
and
same
saying,
see how
neighborhood.
they talk, and
I'm
they'll
just
give it
saying,
away.
I'm just saying, like when a lot of people talk, ain't nobody worth a damn.
Well, everybody ain't gonna tell the same lie.
So
yeah.
Everybody ain't gonna tell the same lie. That's
TT
all I'm
said, and
saying.
also
Everybody,
TT said,
and not
TT said
only
it came
not
out that.
I don't
Go ahead,
listen to
pal.
what everybody say. I sit back and watch how a person move. And Jay Z, all you gotta do is sit back and watch how he move. And sometimes you need to speak up. Sometimes you need to be quiet. You can tell by the way that nigga move, he ain't right. You can
TT
tell.
said also. TT said also came out that she had a major falling out with Jay Z, but it never spoke on it. And
Yeah.
I also heard
yeah,
that
that's what I'm
Damon
saying.
Dash and Jay Z was in business, and Damon Dash gave Jay Z all that money, and Jay Z was willing out the back door. That's what they said about Jay Z when Damon Dash was giving him all that money.
Dame Dash came out and said I watched the whole interview. It was 3 hours long. I watched the whole interview. He said what went down between him and Jay-Z was he bought Jay-Z in Rock Nation. Jay-Z went behind him and had a meeting with L.A. Reid and didn't want Dame Dash in the meeting. Now how you not want Dame Dash in the meeting when it's actually his company?
And his
And went
money.
up under and took it.
He didn't want Dame Dash in the meeting because he already decided he wasn't gonna be partners with Dame Dash no more.
Okay, so why would you,
Why
if you
you
ain't gonna
take
be
his
partners
money?
with him no more, why would you take his business? That was his
He
business.
ain't
He
he
brought
ain't he
Jay-Z
ain't take
in.
he ain't take his business. Dame Dash got paid for his share of the rock. He got paid.
Oh,
I don't, I don't think he did, Tommy. Hey, TT.
Hey,
He
salute to her.
definitely got paid for his share of the rock. There was no way he couldn't get paid for his share of the rock. They
Well,
paid him. They paid Biggs. They paid both of them. They both got big, huge checks. Okay, they got
after
their money for
Jay-Z
their
and
share of
L.A.
the rock.
Reid after Jay-Z and L.A. Reid sit down and came up with what they was gonna do and bought him out, and he didn't know nothing about it.
You see, he got bought out. He got his money. He got bought out. Bought. He got his money.
Okay, but the money don't matter if it's this way I look at it right now. This way
Listen,
I look
that's
at it
not
right
my
now.
business. I ain't about to get into that because that's not my business. I don't know enough about it to discuss it
Okay,
because I
I
don't know the
understand,
intricate twist of
but
what happened.
I look at it just like this.
I only know you got one of them that's scoring and not doing too well, and you got one of them that's still doing great.
And what's the price of him doing great? That's the whole question. What's the price of him doing great?
That ain't got nothing to do
Can I
with
slide
me.
in?
That
Can I
ain't got
slide in
nothing to
the
do with me.
conversation just real quick?
Everybody that's doing great is not my enemy.
Can I
TT
slide
wants
in?
slide.
Everybody doing great
TT
ain't
wants.
my enemy either. But a fuck nigga is a fuck nigga, and Jay Z is a fuck nigga.
Okay,
TT
listen.
wants slide. TT wants slide in. Slide in,
I think
TT.
I think I think we're getting away from the business side of the industry and what really happens within the industry. Exhibit 1, a lot of them have to sign an NDA, sometimes signing a contract, an
Yeah.
industry contract. A lot of them have to sign an NDA. The reason why they do that is because of situations like this with Diddy. Diddy just couldn't get NDAs to everybody. You see what I'm saying? He also
Yeah.
couldn't silence people who are no longer here because they had this information archived. And sometimes what we like artists, we grew up listening to artists, and we don't see past that they're artists. They're actually human outside of being an artist. You see what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
they may do things and need protected. They may need protection from. So a lot of times when for instance, I feel like Foxy Brown may have signed an NDA at some point because it came out in the media that her and Jay-Z had a falling out. She could never
Mhm.
speak on the falling out, the purpose of the falling out. So it really it gets confusing for people like us. You see what I'm saying? But outside of that, she may just not want to speak on it. There are people that don't want to speak on it. Like they keep saying, well, Justin Bieber ain't said nothing, and he know that he may not want to speak on it.
Yeah, we'll
The
talk about
boy,
right.
we got to give respect that he has grown up. He's a father now. He's taking his
Hmm.
music career to a whole nother level. He's trying to put things past him. So
Yeah.
just kind of respect things in the aspect of what they are at the end of the
Right.
day. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? We may be
Right.
looking at it on a different level, but they're still human. They're still people with feelings and emotions as well at the end of the day. But I will
Right.
say this. It's been alleged that the Jay-Z and Dame Dash breakup and the beef between them is bigger than what happened on the business side with them. It's personal. It's
And
being,
it has to do with Aaliyah.
it's being said that Jay-Z ended up hooking up with Dame Dash baby mother, and her name is Rachel. What's her name? Was we just pulled this up the other day and looked into it.
I don't remember
That's
what
why
her last name
Solange,
was.
yeah, that's why Solange was throwing blows at him in the elevator behind
Yeah,
Nikki with the good hair.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, he hooked up with Dame Dash's baby mama because the Dame Dash told it in the interview. He said he went to Jay-Z when he found out he was trying to talk to Aaliyah, and he said, "Man, I thought we didn't get down like that. I thought once it was understood that one of us was with a female, that was it." And Jay-Z went up under him to try to holler at Aaliyah. And when the plane crash went down, he charged the dude, whoever it was that owned the plane up, and Jay-Z. Because Jay-Z was the one who called him and told him send the plane to
Okay,
him.
so think about that, Pap. If what you saying is 100% true, okay, we know Dame Dash has said on several interviews that he was going to marry Aaliyah. Aaliyah
Yep.
said she was on the shooting to rock the boat. She was thinking about marriage and her future and having children and
Right.
things.
Right,
Right.
So we know that was a real relationship. That was a real bond they had grew. They grew to have with each other. So think about
Right.
the idea of Jay-Z trying to get at Aaliyah, right? And then
right,
later turning around and physically getting with his baby mama.
right,
She not a random female that you just seen him dealing with. He got 2 children with that girl.
Right. He
right.
got two. Right. Uh-huh.
You see what
Right.
I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
I tried it, and what I'm doing on my show is I'm trying to look at it in a human aspect with people with feelings and emotions and how you handle a conflict with somebody that you think you can trust, somebody that you care about at some point. You feel me?
Right.
Getting stabbed
Right.
in the back and things of that nature. What we do know is Kim Porter dealt with a lot of Diddy's infidelity. We know that. He had a whole
Mm-hmm.
baby on her while she was pregnant with twins.
Yeah,
Yeah,
You
he
see what I'm
did.
saying?
He did. He
yeah,
So
did.
that's I try to come at a situation looking like as a woman, a female that's in love with this man and he's doing all this stuff to me. Forget him being an artist. Forget him being a millionaire, a billionaire, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
You see,
And
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I don't. It ain't got nothing to do about Jay-Z as an artist or whatever. I'm looking at the moves that this man is making, and okay, he sit right there, and Foxy Brown admitted she was 14, 15 years old when she was fooling with him. He's 50 something years old, and Jay-Z 40 something. He's 15 years. I mean, and Beyonce 40 something. He's 15 years older than her, damn near. So, and then Aaliyah, it was already known that R. Kelly got her when she was young. So why wouldn't he try to go and fool with her too? He got a track record. That's what I'm looking at.
Hey, I think as humans we all got a track record.
I
You know,
know that, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Look at the commonalities of it.
right, right. But I listen. I don't put nothing past them. And
Your camera on, pal. Your camera on.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
at this point,
I know.
gotta, I just seen Jaden Smith do an
Yeah,
interview and made a statement that his daddy sold him to the industry.
I seen that too, TT. Yeah, sure did. Yeah,
And we had
yeah,
our Will Smith conversation, Perp. You know how deep it got.
yeah,
And I was
yeah,
like, damn,
yeah.
I knew something was real little off with him because he did that movie
Turn your camera on, pal. Your camera's still on, baby. There you
six
go.
6 degrees of separate. How did the movie go? 6 degrees of separation or something like that. And I was
Yeah,
like, Will, you was a little too comfortable being butt naked in a bed with a man. I know it was for a movie, but you looked a little too comfortable.
yeah,
Then he was on the set with the daddy, uh, 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 Fresh Prince of Bel Air. Very, very close relationship he had with him.
And
yeah.
everybody knew he was gay.
Everybody knew that he was, yeah. Everybody knew that about him. And then it's just too many correlations of what's going on now that we was ignoring back then. Do you understand what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
Just
ma'am.
just like the transgender that was in uh Biggie's video and on the Craig Mack
Right,
video.
Yep.
right. We didn't pay
I
attention.
didn't never
We didn't know what it was.
listen. I never knew that was a trans person. I never knew that. I
Me
thought
either.
that was a woman. I thought they was poking fun. Okay,
Right.
my thing. You know how women back then really just was breaking into that. I could stand just as tall as the
The
next man
man.
standing next to me.
Right,
That's what I
right.
thought that was about.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it's being said that was a trans person, and she was the leading quote unquote woman in the video.
Mm.
Well, how can she be? How can he, she, he, whatever they go by, be the leading woman in the video, and that's not even a woman?
But they
What
Right.
said,
you got to
they
look
said
at the times we in now versus the times that was then, and the agenda that was trying to be put on us then.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
See, this new generation they lax. They accept anything.
Yep.
All kinds of robotics. Okay, yeah, bring it in. We wanted the market of beast, all of that stuff. So back then, you had to think about how that would have been accepted. It probably wouldn't have been.
It wouldn't have been. Me and my husband talked about that too. Back in the day, it wasn't no big. Everybody wasn't running around doing like all out in the open. If a person was gay, if you knew that person, you knew they were gay, but they wasn't all out in the open with it, and they kept it over there where they was at.
Exactly, like we've said a million times, we don't have a problem with their lifestyle. We just don't want it pushed on us. We don't want it
That's
forced.
right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't have it. See, I can watch stuff like Empire, Power. They have homosexual scenes in those shows all the time. I turn my head. You understand
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I turn my head. I choose what I look at. But at
Right.
the end of the day, like I said, that's somebody's personal bedroom business, right?
Right.
And
Right.
you say, okay, it was a trans person in this video back in the 90s.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that
Yeah.
would have been cool for somebody like Biggie. Why you got a trans
Yeah.
person in your video, but you rapping the opposite?
Yeah.
Right. But they said Biggie knew about it. They said Biggie knew the whole time with those transgenders.
Gene Deal made a statement and said Biggie didn't know nothing about that. That was
He
Hype
did?
Williams' model. That was supposed to have been his model, his little
Huh.
side person that he was dealing with. Gene Deal didn't counteract what the other gentleman said. And when I do my live this Saturday, I'm going to go through that. But
Okay.
he said Biggie didn't know that was a trans person. All they did was throw him in the video. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's no
No.
interaction between Biggie and the model. It was just this is the leading person in the video.
I thought he
So
knew. I thought he knew. I thought he knew. I
those
thought he
main
knew it was
scenes you
transgender.
don't see, you know what I'm saying, that person up close. But basically the agenda was being hidden from us then.
Yeah, and Gene Deal said they also told Biggie that when he go to California, don't go nowhere without no security.
Yeah.
He said they kept on telling him. They kept trying to get him. They kept trying to get him not to go to California, and he was going. He said he was going anyway. And they told him, kept on telling him, don't go, don't go. If you going to any of the parties you invited to, do not go without security. And he said that Biggie went to that party with our security, and he was one of the first people they called when he got shot.
Now I heard he was in you know what I'm saying, somewhere in California, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And dude walked up to
Yeah, and Gene Deal said, because he said they kept on telling him don't go nowhere without security, nowhere.
yeah, but nah, but going back to what Mama Perk was saying and what TT was saying or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
I just find it to be very disrespectful to the memory
Yeah.
of a person to have them unalived or whatever the case may be, and then say this person did it to themselves. But for
Okay,
Yeah.
what?
okay,
But for
okay.
what? What's the purpose? Because this model, and I'm trying to really dig deep into this model and get some information on this model, because the first gentleman that spoke out on it and exposed this person for being a trans person said this person was dating another gentleman in New York, was posing as a female. He found out that that was really a trans person, and he unalived.
Yeah,
Gene
but now but what I'm
said
saying,
Gene Deal said that the reports that he got was that this person unalived himself.
Yeah. Yeah.
But is this a person that could have came back in, let's say 2024 and wrote a tell all?
Hmm.
Mm.
Is this a person that could have said,
Mm.
hey, I was a trans person and they were posing me as a female in this video, but I was really the side jump off to Hype Williams?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay?
That's what,
oh,
All I'm asking y'all to do, I'm gonna say, hold
oh,
on, Tori, hold on, because I'm gonna say this one last thing and then I'm gonna drop down. All I'm saying is I want y'all to really, really start looking deeper than what's on the surface to
Yeah.
some of these stories. Because
yeah, that's
Yeah.
there's definitely a connection, and there's a definite purpose and reason why we even having a conversation about
Huh.
Diddy right now as we speak. That's
right
it.
now. Right now, actually, it's a distraction.
It is
It
definitely
sure
a
is.
big distraction, but it's still very relevant to our culture and our community.
Right, right. That's what I'm saying, TT. I agree with you 100%. That's what I'm saying. I'm just not. Uh, I'm the judgment I'm making as far as Jay-Z is because I didn't sit back and watch. I tell y'all all the time. Before I open my mouth, I sit back and I watch. And I've been watching him for a long time.
And you know what, Pat? I agree with you. And we are all entitled to do our own research. Pat does a lot
Yeah.
of research. We are all entitled
Yeah.
to just do this, do the same things, because without knowing the truth, you can't know the truth unless you go seek the truth, right?
Yeah,
So,
Yeah. Yeah.
hey, I
Yeah.
just encourage everybody to do that on their own accord. That's the only way you're gonna get a understanding of any of this.
That's right.
yeah,
Right.
And they may try to silence us from speaking about it, whatever, whatnot, who cares? But that's one thing they can't take away from us.
that's right.
But I
So
want to wish y'all all a good evening. I'm gonna go ahead and jump down.
all right, thank you,
Great
baby.
show. Yeah, salute to everybody, and I'll talk to y'all later.
Okay. Now, Brother Tommy said that's the same way he got Kim Porter. Kim Porter left Al B. Sure to be with Diddy. Yeah, but I know she didn't expect all the drama she was gonna get. So yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna need y'all opinion on. I'm gonna need y'all opinion on this right here and what y'all thinking. I can't believe they got states that deal with this. Check it out.
Yes, yes.
Early in the morning.
Early in the morning, you know. Had them in Rhode Island and stuff, and like it was crazy, you know. Like it was just like a whole different experience, cause me and like all my family are like either from like were born in like the South or like you know California and stuff like that.
So you guys moved to Rhode Island.
Yeah.
Why did you move to Rhode Island?
Just for like legal purposes and stuff like that. To be completely honest. So everybody already know, you know, we opened up our life to you guys and stuff like that. So basically, with this current delegation that we got going on and stuff like that, we all know like the checker past, you know, and stuff like that. What we basically didn't want to happen was to be a repeat of, how do I say, harder or more difficult times. And
you didn't want to lose the baby.
Yeah.
And Delaware happens to be the only state in the country where
no, not Delaware.
Rhode Island.
I'm sorry, Delaware.
Yeah, there's like actually when this first was happening, right? There was only like 2, but now there's like 3 states now that are actually. Here you go.
Yeah, I seen that coming.
There are 3 states that this is legal.
Yeah, so now there's 3 states where
brother and sister can.
It's actually legal. So one of them, personally, will be New Jersey, right? Now we all know me, right? I'm not doing that. I can't be up in Jersey with it, and it's just not for me, you know.
So what y'all think? They got states that take brothers and sisters. They take what you call it, y'all? What's the word I'm trying to find, y'all? For brothers and sisters, I can't think of the word. For siblings to be having kids and things like that. I can't think of the word. I'm looking for a certain word. But I can't find the word I'm looking for. But how y'all feel about? Yeah, that's it. How y'all feel about a state that will accept something like that? That will go for something like that. How y'all feel about that? I think it's crazy. I don't understand nothing like that.
Hell no.
I don't understand nothing like that either. But it's a whole bunch of white people in the hills of West Virginia like that.
They do that. I don't understand nothing like that.
They do that. I used to work for a dude. At a movie company or whatever. I used to work for a dude. His daddy got his mama or a sister pregnant or something like that. No, he got a sister pregnant.
But that's what I mean. I didn't know they had states that, I know they had states that would accept, you know, I mean, anybody can accept it, but I'm just saying that you could just move to that, you know, that take something like that. I mean, like Titi said, who cares what where they live and where it's legal, it's still an abomination in her opinion. In my opinion, it's the same thing, but I don't understand that like that because that's why it's always best to let your siblings know who your siblings is. It's always best to know. You know, down the line, who your cousins, brothers. It's best to know. It's best to know all that, though.
Yeah. But let me tell you something, Miss Perk. What's called Miss Cassandra might already even know. Where you think the term motherfucker come from?
It's from slavery.
No, because they was
because they had the boys screwing their mamas to make more babies.
That's what that is right there.
In slavery.
That's what that is right there. Do you agree with me? What I'm telling you about the situation and whatever? Because she you know, Mama Perk just asked what we just thought about it.
I'm gonna tell y'all something else. I bet you. Have you ever seen that movie Mandingo?
No.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, I have.
And what did you pay attention to the fact that they had him screwing his sister?
See, that's what I'm saying right there. Like hell no, like no, man. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, in the country, you know, they might have kissing cousins and all that, and you know, but you know what I'm saying. But you will snap out of it, and you know, you go do your own thing. You know what I'm saying, off on your own and all that stuff. But no, that ain't right there.
I don't know, Tori. I ain't married her cousin.
Titi said incest person can cause deformity, make kids deformed and unborn babies. It can.
Yeah,
The dude that I had worked for, his daddy used to be, you know what I'm saying, be fucking the sister, and they had him, and that dude was crazier than the motherfucker. So TT, you know what I'm saying, she might.
Well, I can tell y'all from personal experience. My auntie, my mama's sister, married her cousin. His daddy, the man daddy, and her daddy.
Go ahead, pal.
They had
The man she married, his daddy, and my auntie daddy was first cousins, two sisters' kids.
Mm-hmm.
So happened the baby wasn't nothing wrong with her. But the baby ended up having a baby by her cousin, and the baby damn near died when she got here.
Okay, so
oh
TT said that was his second cousin. Okay, TT.
Yeah, they were second cousins, but then she ended up having. Then the daughter that they had together. My papa was mad about it too. Ooh, my papa was hot. He was hot. The whole 9 months she was pregnant, he wouldn't even talk to her, and that was his daughter. He wouldn't say nothing to her the whole 9 months
no,
till after that baby got here.
but you know what you know what it Miss Perk, you know what that we used to happen a lot
Where?
since he died and he talked about it. They used to have a lot, like up in Virginia and all that shit,
It's
like back
still
in the
going
day.
on in Virginia. It's some white people on YouTube. I used to watch it. It's some white people on YouTube. The damn near the whole family is inbred.
Dang.
Yeah, that's what it's called, inbred. Yeah, inbred. I know a dude, but I know a dude from Zimbabwe. He told me from out his own mouth he was
Yeah,
inbred.
y'all didn't watch. I saw on the cuss words. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Go
Mm-hmm.
ahead.
he told me he was inbred. You know what I'm saying? He told me out his own mouth.
And I didn't know my cousin, my auntie daughter, my cousin, she my first cousin. I didn't know when the baby came, the baby was real sickly, real sickly. She stayed in the hospital about 2 or 3 months. That it was touch and go for the whole 2 or 3 months. She itty bitty
Mm.
right now, but she very smart. That little girl very intelligent. But it was touch and go her first 2 or 3 years of her life. And
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't know until one day I was down there and the other grandma come over there. And I knew from growing up with the other grandma. And then I'm like, Mama, what she talking about? And she said, that's her grandbaby too. I said, what?
Mm. TT said we need to watch the soft white underbelly interviews and look up the Whittakers. I ain't never heard that before. I'm gonna check that out.
No, it's a YouTube channel called Soft White Underbelly or whatever.
Yeah, that's that might be them ones that's in West Virginia that's inbred. And it's only one or two of them that's regular people.
Well, TT said yes, the inbred fell in West Virginia. Their parents are siblings, and she said one of the children can't even talk. Man, I
Yep.
would. I mean, I
No,
mean, I mean, is that just something that go on in families, or is that just something that they just didn't tell people that they cousins? I mean, I don't understand that how you can. I mean, because I I guess it's just something
Well,
they do in their family. I
well,
don't.
okay, Miss Perk. When I go to like when I used to go to Bonio and stuff and like that, you know what I'm saying? It's the country, and back then you used to watch out for that stuff or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like 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 as a male or whatever. Like when when the thing just fall in your lap, it's tough to
Yeah, no, my
you know
boy.
to turn down or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know what I'm
and
saying?
a lot.
But you have to watch. But you have to watch. You know what I'm saying? Like who your cousin is. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you have to watch who your
See,
cousin is.
that's what I'm saying. Cause I grew up in the country, and we knew who our folks was. So my auntie knew what she was doing. That's why my
Right.
papa was mad.
Right. And
Dang.
then you know what I'm saying? Like you would try to put your homeboy on or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Just being man to man or whatever. Like, oh, I got a fine ass cousin. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You could probably hit or whatever. You
And
know
but
what I'm
but my thing was with my auntie, she didn't have to do that. She didn't have to go that way. Didn't nobody else in the family go that way, so why you go that way? And you the baby of the family.
Tutu said, Titi said it's on YouTube. The story she talking about, it's on YouTube, and she said 23 and me can help y'all with that. But y'all, I don't understand. But let's check.
23 and me can't do shit no more.
Let's check this right here out, y'all. There, I don't understand why she's crying, but check it out, y'all. Help me out.
I probably should never posted that stuff. Y'all, my husband just left me. He just left me. Oh my God. He just left me. He said I'm an embarrassment. I put our business out for the world to know. We're not even supposed to be doing this. I was so dumb. I should never did this. Everybody needed to know. Oh my God.
So she did it, and her husband got mad because she told everybody, told some people and their cousins. So her husband know it was wrong. So I knew she had to know it was wrong. So why would she tell somebody? I mean,
that's my question.
That's the point. That I ain't really cut y'all off. But I'm gonna say that's the point that I was trying to make earlier, or just a minute ago, whatever. Cause you know what I'm saying? Because I got deep roots in Louisiana, right? Like, like, if you from Louisiana, like you probably my cousin. So when I strike up a conversation with a person in Louisiana, I be like, who your people is.
right.
Like we try to find out their last name and all this stuff.
You got to do that. What you think? What you think, Pap?
My thing is, if she knew what she was doing, she was wrong, and she knew she was wrong for putting it out there. So why you crying? Cause he left.
Cause I guess
See,
she wasn't supposed to tell nobody. It must be a secret. But how could it be a secret? Your mama, somebody had to know that y'all was family and y'all was married. I mean, how can you
Yeah,
hide that? That had to be a hard thing to try
yeah,
to hide from doggone body.
see,
yeah.
that's what I'm saying right there. Because you know what I'm saying, like you know what I'm saying, like when I meet people from Louisiana, or if I know they from North Carolina, whatever, I'll be like, well, who your people is? And they,
But
and,
just,
you know what I'm
that's
saying,
just like, I don't know if I told y'all, that's just like my granddaughter, the one got the baby. She was up here and they was talking. Well, before they came, they called and asked me, did I know this boy? And I didn't know him. And I asked him what was his mama name. And when he
Right.
told me what his mama name was, I told him his mama was, I told him what his mama name, his mama birthday, the whole 9 yards. Cause the mama was my granddaughter, my son, her daddy is my son, and the boy mama and my son is first cousins.
see, that's what I'm saying, right?
That's how
That's
come
what I'm
I,
saying
I
right
got on
there.
my son. I got on my son. I said, "That's your fault. That's your fault. Cause you supposed to tell her who her folks is."
Right. Right.
That, that's
She didn't.
that's
When
that's what I'm
they
saying.
had the boy on the phone, they had the boy on the phone, and they said, "What's your mom?" I said, "What's your mama name?" They said, "No, I don't know him." They kept saying his last name was Dewberry, and I know it ain't a whole bunch of Dewberries in Texarkana, and I knew
Yep.
my ex-husband's sister last name was Dewberry. So I said, "What's your mama name?" And he said, "Samantha." I said, "Huh?" I told her when her birthday was. I said her birthday November 18th. Yeah, I said your mama and her daddy is first cousins. Cause his daddy and my son daddy and the girl mama were sisters and brothers.
Oh my God. So what happened? Did they date? What happened?
Nah, nah, cause Ariana knew I would have went left, so they cut it off.
Yeah.
Cause I let her know then. I said y'all cousins. Your mama, your daddy, and his mama is first cousins.
Don't be doing no dating. Like, yeah. Yeah. You don't date your kin folks like
First cousins.
that.
See, that's how I am because like with me, I'm the first person that was ever born like in the family, I was the first person ever born in Texas. Everybody
Yeah.
else was born in Louisiana, especially
Yeah.
northeast Louisiana, northeast Louisiana, and it was
Yeah.
never easy for me to even mess with a girl. Like I had to make sure she was my cousin.
Yeah.
Like when I was going girl crazy, you know what I'm saying? Like when I was growing up, when I was getting girl
Yeah.
crazy,
what part of Louisiana you from?
Monroe, that's
My
where I'm
best
coming
friend
from.
from Disney.
But for where?
So
Well, one of my other best friends, my best friend, that I got another one. She from Disney,
I know
and
TT, right?
my baby daddy from Rodessa.
I got it. I got it, TT.
Odessa. I
See,
thought Odessa was in Texas.
I said Rodessa. Rodessa is in Louisiana. You go down Highway 1, you're going to get to Rodessa before you get to Vivian. Then you keep on going down Highway 1, you're going to go to Shreveport.
Oh, that's in Northwest Louisiana. It's still 3-1, right?
That's like that at the four corners of Louisiana and Texas. Cause you can come through Atlanta, Texas, and hit Highway 1, and go when you get in Louisiana, you on Highway 1. You in 3 states,
Okay,
then
so
Rodessa, then
okay,
Vivian, then All City, then
all city,
Shreveport.
all city.
yeah, I was about to say when you hit Highway 1 or whatever, you go south.
Yep. But coming from Texarkana, you still be going south, but you be going like southeast when you get in Louisiana. I
Yeah,
mean
and
northeast.
you go through Pine Bluff and shit.
No, not from Texarkana. Not from Texarkana. From Texarkana, you can take 71 all the way into Shreveport, or you can go
Yes,
down
sir.
59 through Atlanta. Go
But
down
that's
through
still
59
south.
in Atlanta. I can't and hit. I can't think of what that other street is, but that road runs into Highway 1 in Louisiana. And when you get from the Texas Louisiana line right on that road, first you're in 3 states, then you're in Rodessa,
Mm-hmm.
then you're in Vivian, then you're in All City, then
City.
you're in Shreveport. Believe me, I know. I done made that road a many a days.
Hmm.
Yeah, I
Cause
know what you're talking about.
my friend from Vivian and my baby daddy from Rodessa.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about because you got to start out on I-30.
No, dude, no. I-30 is on the other side of Texarkana.
She
You
going that
take
way.
you take 71 out of Texarkana. 71 will take you straight into a V to hit Highway 1, and you in Shreveport.
Report this. Right.
No, what I'm saying is you start out on I-30 and then you know what I'm saying you drop down, you know what I'm saying, to the south.
Nah, dude, we from Texarkana, where I-30 run from. Well,
I
I ain't
already
from
know, I already
Texarkana. I
know where
live
you
there all
from.
my year. 71 run you. 71 South take you to Shreveport. 71 North take you to Arkadelphia. And that crop 30 run across 71. 71 run 9 north and south. I-30 run east and west.
I know what you're talking about. Hold on. Bring back up cuz I can't see the comments.
Oh, what TT said. Hold on. Let me get it. Hold on. I'll tell you what I'll show you what she said. Here it is. That what she said. That what she said about you right there. Yeah. She said exactly about you. Yeah.
That's because he drive his truck. But I ain't been all over the country, but Texas, Louisiana, and Arkansas, and a little bit of Oklahoma and Kansas, I know. Because I done been there.
Yeah,
35, I done
I
been from
know
one
too.
end of 35 to the other end of 35, where that bitch run out at. On
Yeah,
both ends.
yep. I'd have been there too. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause you know at the truck stop right there, that Love's in Anna,
Yeah.
right there. I used to go to that truck stop all the time. It got a Subway and a McDonald's up inside of there.
Yep.
You know what I'm talking about? You know what
Cause,
I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah.
I live
This.
right there. And then on the other side,
that,
then on the Arkansas side of the Texarkana, it's a Flying J right there.
we used to go to Flying J play pinball. Cause that from Texarkana. I just lived there for 24 years.
Yeah, You know what I'm saying? Oh, so you out there in the good country right there.
I moved to Texarkana when I was 14.
Nah, I was just saying, they be smelling like pine cones and them crickets be, you know what I'm saying?
So you know what? So you know what Nacogdoches at?
Probably laughing at the nigga and shit.
Just tell that fool you know how to get where you going. Go to hell.
Yeah. So you know what Nacogdoches at?
You said what?
Nacogdoches.
Yeah, that's down there. That's what Stephen the Foster did.
Yeah, I'm from 30 miles north of Nacogdoches. That's where I was born and raised at.
Oh,
And then we moved to Tyler. And then I'm from Mount Enterprise, little old bitty town.
Yeah, Nacogdoches. That's I think that's what Dez Brown from.
I don't know.
He from Lufkin.
He used to play for the Cowboys. Yeah, nah, he from Lufkin. Yeah, you right.
He from Lufkin.
But yeah,
Yeah.
let's check this out. Let's check this right here out, y'all. And Tori, I'm glad you up here because you're a man. Hold on. I'm glad you
But you don't have to tell her anything. That's the whole point. You don't have to tell her nothing.
So if I see her doing something, you just say, just leave it alone?
You're dealing with me. You mess with me, I mess with you. You don't mess with my kids. Okay? That's not the relationship we got. You hear from me. Don't say shit. She got a dad. You ain't gonna say shit to her. You ain't gonna say nothing to her.
I ain't trying to get her daddy or nothing. I just...
What are you talking about? You ain't trying to get her daddy. Don't tell her nothing here.
I was trying to get her not to disrespect you. You told me to do something.
I don't have you to come in here to talk to them. I'm not asking for them to have a father figure. That's not what I'm asking.
I'm not trying to be no father figure in there.
No, what?
That's how our solicitor.
I already told him that. Your daddy already know what's going on.
Oh, now you gonna listen to that bust on the
Listen,
phone.
what the hell you mean the bust? Man, that's my baby daddy. What are you talking about? He's still in her life. He's active. I'm not a single mother. I got somebody else take care of her. Her dad.
Really?
I didn't never tell you that you had to step in and be her father.
I'm not trying to be
her father. Okay, but then no, because I didn't ask you.
On the phone, but he didn't butt in.
Hell yeah, he's supposed to. That's his job. Go ahead. What you mean?
What type of relationship y'all got? He can just come in with you.
A relationship where we co-parent. We don't need another man coming in doing anything for her.
I ain't trying to do anything for her.
You sound crazy. You are. You ain't got to tell her nothing. You don't have to enforce no rules that I have already applied.
Well, if I see her doing something,
me and her dad got that. Okay. Me and her, go ahead, finish doing what you're doing. Shit, me and her dad got that. You ain't got.
What y'all think about something like that? The little girl beat was messy. She wouldn't call her daddy.
No, that wasn't cool right there.
That wasn't cool at all, sir. I got opinion on that. I got strong opinion on that.
Me too.
See, because when she first started out, I'm listening to her because I told my husband the same thing when we first met. I'm not looking for a daddy for my kids. They got a daddy. You take care of me, I take care of my kids. If you gonna be a father figure for them, that's on you. But don't think that I'm looking for a father figure for them. But they was not allowed to disrespect him because he was the man of the house.
No, you're right.
And that was before we got married.
I agree with that because that's what I was finna say. Cause you really, man. What's up, Shano, man? That's my partner right there, Shano. But no, I'm like, first off, I'm not finna argue or cause any kind of discrepancies in front of, you know what I'm saying, in front of the kid. Cause that's not my child.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then I'm not finna put my hands on your child.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Cause I done heard about some stories or whatever. They were just like, if I gotta take off of work and to come pick you up from school, I'm finna whoop your ass. And I'm just like, nah, you a whole ass nigga, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just like, nah, bro, you don't put your hands on nobody else, kid. Like, I'm not finna put.
He wasn't putting his hand on her.
Nah, but
unless he giving permission. He giving permission because, like I said, I told my husband this. We was together 5 years before we got married, and when we met, I told him I'm not looking for a daddy for my kids because they got a daddy. I
That,
don't
that,
got a
that's my
daddy.
thing. That's my thing right there. Like I'm gonna look out. I'm
Hold
gonna
on,
make
hold on.
sure.
But what if that man paying all the bills? That man paying all the bills. He clothing her, but he got some kind of say so down. What y'all? What
That's
y'all? I
that's
mean,
what I,
No,
he
that
ain't got
don't
no
that's what
matter.
I'm
say so.
saying. That's
Nah,
what I'm
that
saying.
don't
They
matter.
was
That don't
not
matter.
allowed. They was not allowed to disrespect him. They was
Yeah,
not allowed to disrespect him because when we lived together before we was man and wife, he was the man of the house, and you gonna respect the man of the house.
nah, but that,
But my
but
husband
that's
was
the
the type of
thing though.
person. My husband was the type of person. He wasn't gonna if they got out of hand and need to be checked right then. He was gonna check them. But other than that, if they got out of hand, he was gonna come to me. And when we first started talking, my ex-husband went to him and told him, "Those are my boys. I'm giving you permission to whoop their ass. And if you feel like you can't whoop their ass, come to me. I will do it."
That's what I'm saying.
TT
Nah,
said,
I ain't finna.
See
Nah,
"Go
these
ahead,
nah,
little,
Troy."
nah. I ain't finna put my hands on nobody else's kids.
see that,
That's the number one thing. But I will take care of that child like it is my child, though. You know what I'm saying? Like at the same time, you know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah.
Like, I'm gonna protect them and make sure they safe and all that stuff because that's somebody else's kid. But I'm not
Yeah,
finna, you know what I'm saying?
She looking for a daddy.
Discipline. You know what I'm saying? Goes to a certain extent.
But
You know what I'm saying?
sound like he can't even discipline her kid. TT said that's why one man went up in that school and unalive the stepdad because he was overstepping his boundaries with that man's kids you don't play with.
yeah. And
See,
and,
that's
and
right
yeah,
there.
yeah,
You
that's why my ex-husband went to my husband now and told him, "Those are boys. They boys. I give you permission to whoop their ass." Cause one was 8 and the other one was 11 at the time. I give you permission to whoop their ass because they boys and they gonna try to run over their mama. If you feel like you can't whoop their ass, come and get me. I'll do it. I think the problem with that situation you show is these little young mamas. They think they doing the right thing. You mean that man that's in the house, whether he there for you or not, he there for them kids too if he there for you. You
That's
belittling him as a man. You taking his manhood away from him. She got a daddy. She got a daddy. Well, you got him in there playing daddy.
that's what that man said. What you and the man got going on? But
That's right.
it's a certain limit. A man, a stepdad. It's a certain limit. A stepdaddy should go with their stepkids. It's a certain limit you go to. It's you get to know where to stop at. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
even though her daddy is even though her daddy is in her life, that man is there in her life too because he had paying the bills. I'm sure he probably
That's
purchasing
right.
clothes and buying food and
That's
getting her
right.
hair done. And so why he ain't got no damn say so?
That's
Say
right.
as a man or whatever, you know what I'm saying, that being in the situation that I'm in or whatever, you know what I'm saying, I would never do that, you know what I'm saying, and get aggressive with somebody else's kid because that's not my child or whatever, you know what I'm saying, because even when I do get aggressive with my child or whatever, you know what I'm saying, like if I just talk aggressive or whatever, you know what I'm saying, she'll start crying.
But some so and
But
then
but
maybe
I'm
a
not
case.
gonna do
This might be
nobody else.
a case where she's a girl. I'm gonna handle her. If it's a boy, maybe be a little different. What y'all think?
Yeah,
No.
because like when me and my husband met, he had his daughter with me. And I was her mama. He said, "You her mama, you do her just like you doing yours. I give you permission to do it." She was living with him. He moved him and her, we moved in all together. We got a house together with all the kids. My four, his one. So I was the mama and he was the daddy.
Nah,
TT,
I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it if it
But
was. I wouldn't do
but
no different if it was a boy.
this is what I'm saying, Tori.
My
I had two
child.
girls and two boys. He had a right to discipline my boys because they daddy told him, whoop their ass.
No, I wouldn't do it. I'm just saying, as a, you know what I'm saying, in my opinion, in my situation or whatever, because that's what Mama Purple had asked me or whatever. I ain't finna touch nobody kid. I ain't finna discipline nobody kid.
TT said
Okay.
it's boundaries with what type
But
of
I would take
situation
care.
you have
Yep.
to build that type of relationship with a woman and kids, not just enforce it. You right, TT.
That's right. You right, TT. You right. And before I went to the extremes of feeling like that I could discipline his daughter, I would tell her right from wrong. But as far as whooping her, she had been in the house with me about 2 or 3 years before I even whooped her. Now I whoop my children, but I didn't whoop her. I
No,
just
I'm saying
would talk
that's
stern to her. You
yeah,
know,
but
I would
now
talk to her. But after she been in the house with me, and you been in the house with me for 3 years, I've been your mama for 3 years. So now I feel like if you need an ass whooping, I'm gonna whoop your ass too.
yeah, nah. I'm just saying. I know it's gonna come to a time where you know what I'm saying, like where you feel like that. But it's just in my opinion. It's my own personal opinion. I'm not finna put my hands on your kid. You know what I'm saying, on another man's kid, especially when I know they doing a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I'm not finna do that.
Okay, yeah,
You
TT came back. Hey, TT.
Hey, Pap, I like that your ex-husband communicated with your new current husband when it came to the parenting, because sometimes that communication link get broken, and that's where the conflict come in, because some men don't
Yeah.
want their children being disciplined by their ex's new partner, and then some men are like, hey, I may not be able to be in the building, and if they acted a fool, you cut their ass up. At the same time, it's a respect thing, you know what I'm saying? And
Oh
the
yeah.
Right.
children may take it as the children may take it as another way. If them kids not used to being disciplined, and the new baby, the new boyfriend or husband come in the picture and is all about discipline, and that's confusing to the child. You see what I'm
And then,
saying?
and then you got them baby daddies like my baby daddy, the baby girl. You a holiday daddy. You show up for birthdays and Christmas and shit like that. But in between time, you want to throw your weight around, and you
Right.
can't do that.
But me personally,
oh
I'm not gonna let
oh
my
okay.
new partner come into the household. Let's say we moving in together. My daughter's in the household. She got to
Right.
adjust to that too. You see what I'm saying? And I'm
Right.
not.
Right.
I don't. I wouldn't want her to feel intimidated. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because
Right.
kids
Right.
a lot of times internalize their trauma and their anxiety when it comes to stuff like that. So
Right.
you come tell me you see her acting out or doing something inappropriate in your view, you come and you tell me, and I'll take care of disciplining her.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Nah,
You
but
right,
I'm saying,
PD.
but what I would do, because I don't done it before or whatever, I'm just like, hey, look, you know what I'm saying, little dude, you know what I'm saying, kind of out of line or whatever, you know what I'm saying.
Well, I
But
didn't like the
but
fact that he was arguing with her mama while she was standing there.
yeah,
Right.
I didn't like that either. And that's another thing that I'm saying. Like okay, I didn't. I'm not just saying I just gave my husband right to whoop my kids' ass. Number one, those are boys, and I knew he would be able to handle them better than I can. Those are boys. Two of
Yeah,
them were
you right
boys.
about that. You
And
right about that,
and
Mr. Sanders.
and but my husband was partial to the girls. When it
Nah,
came to
you right
checking them
about that.
boys, when it came
That's
to
old
checking them
school.
boys and making them what he feel like a man supposed to do, what a man supposed to act, I didn't open my mind because he a man. And if that dad was standing there to check him, you a man, you check him.
Nah,
Sometimes I had to tell him.
nah,
That's
you
why I
right about that.
said the kids got to be at that comfortable level with the new partner, right?
Right, right,
And they can't you can't be enforcing your power of being man of the household just to use that as a form of control over the kids, because
right,
that's intimidating. That's actually abuse. It's mental,
right,
That's
emotional
right.
abuse. So
Mm-hmm.
right.
there's a very fine line. I mean, we as women, we know when we should know what type of man we moving in our house on top of our kids.
Amen.
Right, right,
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? That says a
Amen.
lot about you as a woman and a mother in the first place.
right.
You know,
Come on now.
Like,
a lot of these abuse situations that occur where you hear all on the news, oh, the stepdaddy or the boyfriend came in and unalived this young baby or something like that. That's a form of them um, using that as a form of control, because this
yeah,
woman has literally let her power down. You've been in a woman in the house.
Yeah.
a single parent all these years, right? Or for
Yeah.
however you was doing, and you let this man come in and you became submissive and let this man have control over your children. If you want to let the man have power and control over you and you be submissive to him, that's different. You an
Right.
adult. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
when it comes to children, that's a no-go. Absolutely
Yeah.
not.
And
Nah,
that's
nah.
like I got a problem. Like me and my husband, we had a conversation about it too. And I got a problem with all these females. They get time they get a new man, the kids calling them daddy. You confusing the hell
Yes.
out the kids.
Yeah.
Confusing the hell out the kid. And me and my husband had a conversation about it. And cause I told him I'm not looking for no daddy for my kids. They got a daddy. If you want to be daddy, stand in that position and act like you daddy, I open the door for you. And
Yeah.
like he
Yeah,
said,
nah, nah,
as far as what they like, all my kids call my husband by his name. They call him James Winter.
Yeah, you
They
can.
call him
My
by his
daughter's
name.
14. No man could come in my household and think that they're going to get that type of respect for her. She too
Yeah.
old.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? You didn't raise her. Like, she knows, she's very much aware of that. And that's another thing I was going to say. Unless a man come into a child life when they like infancies or toddlers, or completely raise them from
Yeah.
babies up, they really not going to look at, it's going to take a long time to build that relationship with a child. You know, a
Yeah.
teenager is
yeah,
really
nah.
going to be like, you just dealing with my mama. That's their attitude. You know what I'm
This
Yeah.
my
saying?
mama. Yeah, this is my
And,
mama boyfriend. Yeah.
and
Right. That's
TT,
just my mama boyfriend. That ain't my daddy. You know what I'm saying?
and,
And they'll tell you that shit too.
and
Yeah,
TT,
nah.
TT, like, okay, I'm just saying, I'm telling the truth. When me and my husband, I had all stages when me and my husband got together. I had a 14-year-old, I had an 11-year-old, I had an 8-year-old, I had a 3-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
And the 14-year-old looked at him like, and she the main one. Her daddy really ain't been in her life. The other three, they daddy have. You know, I was married to the boy's daddy. But my older, her daddy just really ain't never been in her life. But when my husband came along, it was like, yeah, you just with my mama. Because she was a teenager.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And it wasn't no whole bunch. I'm not lying. I'm not trying to make myself look good. It wasn't really no whole bunch of men that she seen in and out the house because I had a thing. I got a daughter, and I can't be and that wasn't none of me to begin with. And the fact that I got a daughter, I can't have all these men over her.
Right.
Right.
My
Right.
Absolutely.
youngest, my youngest was 3 years. She turned 3 years old right after we started talking. Now he raised her all her life, but it was his choice and their choice on what to call him. And he told them, "My name is James Winters, and that's what they call him, James Winters."
Yeah, my daughter too cocky anyway for all that. I'm just being real. She clock
I know
nigga
I'm not my
harder
word.
than I do. So it's just I wouldn't put that on her, and I wouldn't let nobody come in the door checking her, telling her what to do, or trying to discipline her because she wasn't raised like that. You see what I'm saying? She wasn't raised
Yeah,
a daddy over her. Like, okay, at the end of the day, as a mother, I'm gonna take care of all of the disciplinary and all
yeah.
that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So
And y'all would be surprised. Y'all would be surprised. Now my youngest one, oh, he got her rotten as hell. But she was the youngest one. She was 3 years old. She was the one who gave him side eye when she met him.
Nah.
listen, my
The
daughter
littlest one was the
she
one that
calls
gave him
it
side eye.
she
And
calls
but
it
now,
she calls it the test, right? So if I date somebody, and it's only
Mm-hmm.
been just a small number of people that I've dated in front of my daughter. She put them through
mhm,
a
Right.
test. She'll nitpick with them and make fun of them. She'll roast. My daughter is a roaster, like really bad. She will roast them. She'll say, "See, he over there getting mad, and he can't withstand that. Then how he gonna handle anything else, tough mama?" Like my
mhm,
daughter is very smart, and she's not go. Yeah, she didn't come to play. You hear me? And I'll be
yeah,
like, and the dude be like, "Why you let her talk to me like that?" Okay, she just playing, but always
yeah,
tell. Don't even start getting in a roast session with her. Tell, oh no, baby, I don't play like that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Don't even start
Yeah.
playing with her like that because she will take it to a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Right.
I want to know, are you worthy to even be talking to my mama? That's the type of
yeah,
child I got. You feel me?
Right.
So
Right.
yeah, I
Right.
know some of these kids can be totally disrespectful and out of
yeah,
the pocket when it comes to talking to adults. You just, yeah, let they real daddies, if they daddies is in their life, and let they mamas check-ties that.
Yeah, like when I met my husband, we was over to a friend of mine's house, and she had a little bitty apartment. So when he come in, I was sitting on the love seat, and my baby was sitting on the side of me, and I picked her up and put in my lap and scoot over and told him he could sit down. And my baby looked at him crazy and looked at me like, "What is you scooting over for?" I was sitting
Right.
there. Why you moving me?
You gotta get my permission, right?
Yeah,
You
she
gotta get
looked
my
upside his
permission
head, and
to
she
my
looked at
mama.
me, and she looked at me like, "Why you move me?" I was sitting there. Who is you know that was, and she was barely. She wasn't even 3 years old yet. It was a couple of months before she turned 3. But he got her spoiled, and ain't nothing she don't want. If she want it, he gonna make sure she get it. She
My
damn near
daughter's
30 years old.
my daughter's very overprotective of me, and I keep telling people, I'm like, it's crazy because it's just been me and her. You know what I'm saying? Going through all of the trials and tribulations with one another. You know what I'm saying? Can't
Right.
nobody come up in here and abuse me. Not on her
Amen.
watch.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not gonna happen.
Let's
It's
go.
not gonna happen.
Hmm.
And she know how to shoot a gun. Yeah, my kid know how to shoot a gun.
Now
Amen.
my oldest son, all of my kids is protective of me, but my oldest son is overprotective of me. You can't talk to he can talk to me any kind of way. He can scream and holler and talk and jump up and down, even right now. But nobody else better not.
Right. I know that's right. Yeah.
Him
I'm
and
about
my
to let
ex
me
We're
him and
babies, right? We done went through the trenches with them. You know what I'm saying? So,
my him and
yeah.
my oldest son and my husband right now, they had a fight when he was 16. Cause
Mm,
me and my husband was talking and he stuck his nose in it.
mm.
He stuck his nose in it, so I just stood back and let him go at it.
So how's
Yeah.
that relationship right there?
First of all, it was grown people, and he trying to protect mama. I appreciate you protecting mama, but these two grown people arguing, and it wasn't none of your business. So he stuck his nose in it, and I let him go. You getting a
You,
life lesson. Keep your nose out of grown folks' business.
Miss Cassandra, you say he was 16.
Yeah.
Okay, you know when I was 19, I had put my daddy out the house.
What?
I was 19. I put my daddy at the house.
Yeah.
Perk, you remember when I had told you I was just like, yeah, I used to stay on the other side of Forest Lane over there. I put him out up over there on Garden Terrace. I put my own daddy at his house, threw his clothes out on the yard and everything.
Why you do that, Tori?
Cause he had wrecked my mama car, made my
Oh.
mama cry, made my mama cry and all that stuff. And he I don't know where he went, but he had called back like an hour later or whatever on mama phone. And then he said he wasn't even mad at me or whatever. But I put my daddy, you know what I'm saying? Me and him went into it because I had a gold chain on. And I had, you know what I'm saying? I had took my shirt off and took my chain off. And then my mama, she just lost her head because she knew I was finna lose my mind. And then he saw his mama cry.
Hmm.
I understand that, Tori, because my oldest son, the reason why I do believe the reason why he's so protected, because he saw a lot of way his daddy did me as a young child, very young child. And like I told y'all before, he was the one who saved me when his daddy hit me in the head with the iron, and he wasn't but 2 years old.
What the
Mm.
hell? You got hit in the
Yep,
head with an iron?
yep.
Damn.
I'm not ashamed to tell my story. I'm not ashamed to it. And
Nah,
That's
he
another thing.
I ain't holding nothing
Children
against you.
traumatized, that's a whole nother level of, they gonna defend their mama. I sat
Yeah.
in
Yep.
between my mama and my daddy would go to backhand my mama. I sat in between them to stop him from doing it. I was probably 4 at the time, but what made me think I could stop him from doing it? But I knew that he was gonna feel that he was gonna have to look at me to look over at her to do it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he didn't. My mom packed us up and we was out of there by that following week.
And here go the catch with my son, my oldest son. He is a daddy's boy. He is a daddy's boy right now. But when his daddy hit me in the head with that iron, he was finna do it again. He told him, "Don't hit my mama no damn more." And hit
Yeah,
my say he looked up
I
on
know.
his arm and he said, "I said don't hit my mama no damn more." And he wasn't but 2 years old.
Yeah, my dad ain't never hit my mama. I ain't never you know what I'm saying, witnessed that or whatever. Like the only time I heard it was some domestic violence of them. Y'all finna laugh because there's three females up here. Y'all finna,
I don't laugh at nothing but domestic
my
violence. That
daddy,
ain't
no,
funny.
no, my mama and my daddy was arguing one time. My brother had told me, my older brother, my brother, he's 7 years older than me. He said I was a baby or whatever. And then he said, y'all finna laugh. I got two short stories for y'all.
But come on here, tell the story.
Well, let me go on mute because it's about to take 20 minutes.
Hold on, dog, cause this shit funny, dog. Cause this shit, he said, my daddy and my mama. My daddy named Rick, so it was Rick and my mama, and everybody called my daddy Rick. Even me and my brother, we didn't even call him daddy, but it was, and he our real daddy. But Rick and mama was arguing, and then he said he heard bitch come out his name, out his mouth. And then he heard, you know what I'm saying, somebody get hit. And then he said, you know what I'm saying, my brother told me he thought it was mama that had got hit. And then he said he ran up in the road. He said my daddy breathed hard. My mama done hit that.
Your mama, not the fire out your daddy, not the goodness out your daddy.
She said, he was breathing
Hopefully, dump
hard.
that sense right back into him. Shit.
He said
Yeah,
he was
right.
breathing hard. He said he was breathing hard than a motherfucker. My brother said he was just like, man, I ran up in there. He was just like, man, I ran up in that road. He said he was breathing hard than the motherfucker, hold his face. I said that.
Mama done sparked the stuff piss out
And
of her daddy.
then another time, this was around Christmas. You know what I'm saying? That they was up in there arguing, and then it was a whole bunch of like shaking and moving and shit. And somebody had got pushed out the front door. You know what I'm saying? And then I had looked out the front door. It's my daddy. He walking down the street. My mama done pushed his She'd have pushed that nigga up out the goddamn, you know what I'm saying? She'd have whooped that nigga the push his ass out the goddamn door. And then I had heard her, because I would listen to the argument. She was just like, motherfucker, I'll cut you. And she not even like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, mama, she got a TT personality. Like,
Your
she
mama
real
sweet.
cool. Yeah, she real sweet, she real cool. Like she go to church 3 times a week. You know what I'm saying? Like up to this day.
Well, I know I had this dude. I went to this dude's house, and he wanted me to drink with his mama and her boyfriend wanted me to drink some alcohol. I didn't want to do no drinking, so he got mad to me. I was too good to drink alcohol, and he don't like bees like that. This and that. I said, I said, as soon as I go home, you gonna never see me no more. And so I had walked outside to give me a little air. He come outside pushing me. I pushing baby, push me. I pushing baby. We had a pushing match. I said, as soon as I get home, I'm telling my sons. Gavin was living. I got home, told my sons, and he tried to come to my house. My kids asked him, "Where you going? You ain't come up in here. You even put your hands on my mom. You can't be pushing my mama." Yeah,
That's right.
and you mean I didn't talk to that ninja no more because I knew right then it was gonna be a death. It's gonna be somebody
Well,
gonna get unalive. My sons were gonna play.
well, let me
Yeah.
tell y'all about a little episode me and my present husband had, and we was married. He made me mad because this was the beginning of the spiral of the alcoholism. You done went over to your friend's house. You hung out with your friend. You done spent all your money drinking, bought food, meat, and shit over there at the barbecue. Now you did come to the house and get me and the girls. Me, my two daughters, and his daughter. We was the only ones at home because my boys was always either with their daddy or in the street somewhere. I let them be boys. Okay, you come and get us, and you buying barbecue. You done bought all the meat over there with your homeboys and everything. You come get us to eat. We ate, took us some place home. Then the next day, you asking me for $5 to wash your clothes. So I get mad because I know where your money went. I'm mad, and I'm talking shit. He going out the house, and I followed him behind the house. He in the car. He was reaching in the car, getting something out the car. And I walked on the side of the house and saw a beer bottle. I picked the bottle up and threw it at him. I was aiming at his side, but he raised up just as the bottle left my hand and hit him in the head and bust his head open. He passed out. I went and caught him before he hit the ground. Now this man here, don't get that little red wasp mad. She good as gold, but don't get her mad. Don't get her mad. When he got ready to hit the ground, I went and caught him before he hit the ground. Took him in the house, laid him on the couch, and sewed his head up.
Damn.
But let me tell y'all about Whitney Houston. I was saying, how did she know Diddy, and why was Diddy at the hotel at the party when she got unalive? Well, let's check this out.
What was really weird was that the autopsy report mentioned external trauma on Whitney's body, but the coroner ruled that there were no signs of foul play. And get this, a private investigator named Paul Hubel later challenged the official ruling and claimed Whitney had defense wounds on her body. Jaguar Wright later said the same thing and claimed Whitney's family saw that Whitney had marks on her body that looked like she was fighting with someone.
She was beaten. They saw her body. She didn't just die in a tub, like she was.
Now you're probably wondering what all this has to do with Diddy. Well, let's start with the fact that Diddy attended Clive's Grammys party on the night Whitney died, and days later he appeared on the Ellen show looking very nervous and uncomfortable when Ellen asked about the party.
I know that you were the first, one of the first ones at Clive's party to speak about Whitney's passing the other day.
Yes.
And that was, did you know her well?
Yeah, she was so full of life, so full of just joy, and she always made you feel like she noticed you and recognized you and spoke to you, and she'll definitely truly be missed.
Did you notice how fast he reached down for that mug on the table the moment Ellen brought up Clive's party? Also, isn't it insane that Clive picked Diddy to give a speech at the party after Whitney died? Whitney and Diddy were never close. Like, never. But Diddy was close to Bobby Brown, the man who admitted he was physically mistreating Whitney during their relationship. In fact, last year when BET gave Diddy a lifetime...
Now check this right here. Out. Hold on. So Whitney didn't like. I'm taking that Whitney and P. Diddy didn't get along.
I'm thinking they didn't either.
Now I know why P. Diddy was there. Now I know why he was there.
And Bobby Brown's sister said that she had defensive wounds on her. She was bruised up.
Yeah, and I don't know where was we at discussing this before, and I let y'all know that Brandy had she did an interview and she said, I was in a private meeting with Clive Davis the night before the party, and it was supposed to be a closed private interview, and she said all of a sudden Whitney stormed in there wet and was like, y'all ain't gonna believe what just happened. Me and Bobby Christina was in the pool and I almost drowned.
Yeah.
And they was like, you gonna have to leave up out of here, Whitney. This is a private interview. And she said, oh, so y'all don't care? She was causing a scene. So she was upset prior to her passing, the day before her passing, allegedly, that something was going on with Whitney.
And Bobby Christina, Bobby Brown's sister said that Whitney and Bobby Christina had a meeting with Clive, and when they come back from the meeting, Whitney was crying.
Like I said, he was having private meetings with certain artists throughout the days leading up to the party. And when it came time for Brandy's meeting, Whitney stormed in there.
And they said that Ray J was the last one in the room.
Yeah, they said that Ray J called in a favor and got her illegal substance. He met her down in the lobby, and she was frantic about something. And he was like, I guess Ray J was like, let me get you something to calm you down.
Right.
And when made a phone call, something was delivered to that hotel. But like I said, it's something very strange about Clive Davis not stopping that party upon finding out that she had passed in that hotel.
And of all the artists that you got, why would you get Diddy to make the speech?
Diddy,
Right, right.
Diddy. They didn't even get along. And you see,
That's why I
you
said
see
y'all got
the
to look at
thing.
these correlations and look deeper into this stuff. Because I
Yep.
mean, Brandy didn't have to come and say nothing about that incident. You know, she just was shocked. She was like, "No," because you know, Brandy loved her some Whitney.
Yeah.
That was
Ray,
her mentor, her
you know
idol.
her and Ray J was dating at one point,
Yeah, I heard they fooled around
but
and
they
had
met.
feelings with each other, but it's just the idea. You know,
Yeah,
she was like, no, something else was going on. She was a little frazzled the night
yeah, cause
before she passed.
remember when they did that movie? That's when they became friends. Remember when they did that movie? Brandy played Cinderella, and Whitney Houston was
Yeah,
the
and she's
fairy
always paid
godmother.
homage to Whitney. She said she started
Yep,
singing because of Whitney. My
yep,
Yeah,
thing was,
Oh,
my
Super
thing was
Bowl and
in
everything.
clear plain day. You saw something. You saw something in Ray J at that funeral. He was crying
yep.
harder than everybody else in the whole damn funeral. It was guilt all over him.
Yeah,
dang.
and on top of that, in my opinion, this is my opinion. I think he was crying hard, but it looked like it was fake to me.
I didn't
Yeah,
see
Yeah,
it.
it was guilt. It was.
let me ask y'all this though. Y'all don't see nothing. Okay, y'all don't see nothing funny and something more to it that Diddy used to watch Andre Harrell car, and then he wound up being on above Andre Harrell.
Yes,
Y'all,
that's what you must not have come in yet, Tori. You weren't listening. I said that Diddy was under intern,
that's what I'm saying. You don't find nothing
and then
funny
all of
about
a
that.
sudden,
Like, like
you just you took the business away from him too.
that's what I'm saying. I like I can understand come up because I like come ups, you know what I'm saying? Because like the movie the Mac back in the day, that's what it's all about. It's about a come up, you know what I'm saying? Cause like when the Mac started out, you know what I'm saying, it started out with him jumping out the bus. He still had on his prison suit and all this stuff, and then he came up. That's what the Mac is all about, really. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Because you remember when the big man with the glasses or whatever, you're like, you on top now, Goldie. You
yeah,
know what
And
I'm saying?
that's what that's what Diddy want to be. He want to be the top man. He ain't gonna never be. He will never be the
I
top
believe
man
he.
ever.
That's
I
what I'm saying.
believe
But
he.
now, but
I
it's
believe
something
he
funny.
effed and sucked and did some strange things for a little piece of change, and that's how he got his.
Come on.
I believe
But I'm
that's how
saying, but
he
now
got his
look,
way to the top.
and
now,
I
but
But
look,
think
but let
Diddy.
me break
I
it
you
down
think
though.
Diddy
guys
some
do
of the
know, you guys do realize that there's a very prominent Catholic church, all male, all boys Catholic school in New York that he attended,
Yeah.
and the
yeah,
priest, that was the principal over the school,
Play football and everything.
A year after Diddy left the school, that principal was charged and sentences for y'all fill in the blank.
Yeah.
yeah. But
Okay.
did y'all
Oh
ever
yeah,
stop
no.
and look at it like this? Look at this. Just stop and think about it. Diddy was actually the number two man to Biggie. And
He,
when Biggie
he
died,
was.
that
Hold on here.
all of a sudden, the Diddler blew up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Now,
Yeah. Yeah.
but look, what's called okay. You see how they were dressing, right? P Diddy and Biggie. They
Yeah.
were
Yeah,
dressing in the Versace shirts.
Yeah.
yeah. But most of the time, Diddy
Biggie,
had on a
Biggie,
sweatshirt.
Biggie.
Puff Daddy was the one that was always dressed.
Yeah, but look,
That's right.
Pac started dressing like that. But see, the thing is, cause that's really why I called in to the show or whatever to make the statement. Cause Diddy, he was the one that was trying to dress like that. Cause Pac he was dressing like that, but Pac
Right.
he Pac was getting them 500. You know what I'm saying? Like cause like them clothes was like $500. Like it was like $500 shirts and $1,000 pants and shit. Pac was getting that shit for free. That's why Pac was wearing that shit.
And
But see,
I'm talking
and
about.
Big,
I'm
and,
talking about. I heard it.
and
I'm talking about. I heard this
Tupac,
shit. I heard this shit from the street. This wasn't no Google, no YouTube shit. I heard this shit from the motherfucking street.
And I'm gonna tell y'all something else you might have missed too. Oh, no. Remember when the beef was supposed to be popping out and Tupac got shot 5 times the first time?
The first time, right? Yeah. Come on.
Diddy started that beef between Tupac and Biggie because they was friends.
They was.
Tupac said it.
That's what
that's the reason why when he called out what was that group and hit him up the Mafia what was that group they had?
Junior Mafia.
Yeah, that's why he called out Junior Mafia, because that's who Diddy was a part of, and you know they was basically backup singers for Biggie.
Yeah, and you right now. I watch Mace said he wrote the #1 song. Mace did. Mace wrote all them songs, but Biggie took Biggie took all the
literally when Little C's said, "Oh, Pac is coming up," and he ran down on the elevator, right after the perpetrators did shoot him. He looked up, and that's the first face he saw was Little C's.
Yeah. But Tupac said it. That's if you listen to Hit 'Em Up, he basically throwing out that Diddy was the one who set him up and sent him down. Whoever shot him. That's why he called out Junior Mafia.
I'm just saying, because you gotta think about it. You know what I'm saying? Even though Tupac daddy said that he don't think, you know what I'm saying, he said he don't think Biggie had nothing to say. He ain't said nothing about Puffy. But I'm just saying, like when you have a studio session. Nah, when you have a studio session, because I done had studio sessions, you got to be there. You got to be there on time. Like them people just don't be sitting there at the studio. You know what I'm saying? Just all fucking day like a regular job or whatever. Like when you have, you know what I'm saying? That's why they call it a studio session.
Well, he
wasn't going in the Biggie studio session. He had his own studio session set up.
It was still at the same building.
Yeah, it wasn't the same. Right, it was at the same building, but it wasn't in the same studio.
They knew what the fuck was gonna go on, though.
Little C, no, they didn't. Little C seen him coming up. He seen him from outside the window. He's like, "Oh, Pop just pulled up. Let me go say what's up to him." He didn't. He was going into his own studio session. That's what kind of separated Biggie from the situation. But at the same time, no, they're saying he didn't even know he was supposed to be there. So how could he set him up if he didn't even know he was supposed to be there?
I'm just saying, but I'm just saying, like the circle and stuff. They knew what was going to go. You know what I'm saying? What was going to go down.
I don't believe they did.
Because Biggie was already trying to tell Pop to.
I don't think they did.
I don't believe Biggie knew anything about him getting shot up there at that studio. I think he was very oblivious that he was even going to be there that day.
Man, I think
just that when Pac looked up, all he knew was he was shot, and Lil C's was the first person standing there that he recognized. That's just really how the way the movie portrayed it. That part of it is true.
Yeah.
Because then next thing you know, it's a retaliation on wax. You see what I'm saying? Next thing Biggie know, Tupac saying I effed your wife and who shot me. You see what I'm saying? It's just basically like what he should have called.
That shit did go down between him and between Pac and Faith. That shit went down.
All I know is that it was a House of Blues session, concert or whatever. She snapped a photo, and then all hell broke loose. I can't tell you what happened between them grown ass people, but I can tell you that was used as retaliation for what happened to Pac at that studio.
Okay,
I'm just saying it might have been a retaliation, or whatever. But that shit.
You still like to go off of speculation. All that stuff could be rumored. I personally, if there wasn't a Biggie and Tupac beef, would we ever heard about a Tupac and Faith interaction?
No, never. Never
about it.
But I'm saying that shit between Pac and Faith, that shit went down.
Let me tell you.
All right, Tori, whatever.
I did a whole lot.
Tori, let me speak for a minute. Jaguar Wright wasn't the only person. I did a little research. She wasn't the only person who said this. She said Faith Evans was actually in love with Tupac and did threaten her ass and told her that if she didn't go with Biggie, that she wasn't gonna be able to rise up in the ranks and get her music out there. And that's how she ended up with Biggie.
This is how I feel about Jaguar Wright. I feel like a lot of things that she hones in on is credible, right? But I think a lot of stuff has been told to her and it's speculation. I don't think that every single thing she says is credible.
I'm not saying everything she said is credible. I'm saying she ain't the only one I heard say that. She ain't the only one I heard say that. Jada hit it at one point. And Faith is from Philadelphia too.
But Pat, Faith already had a record deal before she knew Biggie.
Yeah, she had the record deal. She had the record deal.
So why would you say you can't get this record deal unless you go with Biggie?
He told her that she wasn't gonna blow up because he would stop it.
Well, what I heard was
somebody blowing up. I think that's got everything to do with record sales and concert ticket sales and all of that.
But that's what I'm saying. But if you done went and took Under Rail and he done put a bunch of them on and you done took over his company, you got what kind of power you got now? And my understanding was, I don't know how true it is, that Diddy had a life insurance policy on Biggie.
I don't know, because from my understanding, and this is what I do know to be true. Tupac was in a very serious relationship with Quincy Jones' daughter.
Yeah.
At the height and end of his
career. I heard they got a daughter. They got a daughter.
No, they don't.
I heard they did. I heard they did. I heard they had a daughter together.
No, she
I'm
never
just
had
telling you what I just heard. I'm not saying it's true.
Tupac was in the married Quincy Jones' daughter.
She don't have a child with Tupac.
They were gonna get married right before he got killed.
Yeah, they were gonna get married. So from my understanding, he was in an already relationship that was very much going to end up in marriage.
Yep.
Yeah, I did hear some shit about that.
In fact, she held him down when he did his prison stint.
Yep.
And waited for him to get out and everything. The only problem with their relationship was he said her daddy came on to him, and he had a very big problem with that.
Yep.
That's what the gay room was saying. That's what when he got, you know what I'm saying, he got did in, you know.
Yeah, it didn't stop him from loving his daughter. It didn't stop him from dating his daughter. He continued on his relationship with his daughter, but yeah, he was very disturbed by the fact that he's going over there to meet this woman he in love with, daddy, and her daddy coming on to him, saying something inappropriate to him.
Yeah, Tupac told that.
Never went back.
Told that. He told that.
Mm-hmm. He spoke out about it.
Yep.
Yeah, cause he like cause he a Gemini. You know, them Geminis, they be man.
Geminis, you got to pay attention to them. They gonna speak their mind. But
Tupac won't just do that too, and he just shut up and be quiet about it. He's gonna say, you know, how he feel.
Yeah, and Geminis are two people, and if you look at Tupac, he was two people. Tupac was a thug and he was a genius.
Yeah, he was a thug or whatever, but yeah,
and he was a genius.
Yeah, but I'm saying though, he was a product of the Black Panther.
Yeah, that's how come he was a thug.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
But to be as hard, I don't know if I told y'all, but I watched a video of Tupac when he was 17 years old. They did an interview with him when he was 17 years old. It was about 2 hours long, and I watched that whole thing. And at 17 years old, he was very intelligent. Very intelligent.
He was. I think I know what you talk about. He was a high school.
Yeah, he had a Gumby fade haircut.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
he was very intelligent.
That's the same thing, you know what I'm saying? Cause like Pac was in a lot of trouble. Cause he said it in an interview or whatever. He said he never had a problem with the police until he, you know what I'm saying, until he got
until
arrested.
he started rapping.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Well, let's
He was.
check this out. Go ahead, Pap.
I'm just saying I'm just saying in that interview at 17, you could tell he was very worldly and he understood. He had deep thought on how
Yeah,
the world operated at 17.
Yeah,
because
like
his
he been
mom
here,
used to.
like he been here before. Yeah.
Yeah. Jasmine Guy said that she was just like, because he used to fuck with Jasmine Guy, right?
Yeah, he
That
did.
Yeah,
was
they was
one
friends.
of his friends. Yeah,
They was friends.
and he was just like, I'd have been here before this and this and this and this, and she was just like, that nigga was for real about that shit.
And his mama was smart too, cause when she was her own lawyer, and you know what they say, lawyer said you got a fool for a lawyer if you represent yourself. But his mama represented herself, and she got acquitted. She didn't have no lawyer; she represented herself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, she beat the case when she was pregnant with him.
So let's check this out. This right here what I want to show TT, and maybe she could talk about it tomorrow on her, I mean next week. Well, this week or next week on her show when she tell us all about the Kim Porter book. Hold on.
How do your son look just like your best friend / bodyguard / man who gave you 300,000 to help bad boy get started? Now, when people question and asking me about it, I wasn't there when Justin was conceived. I wasn't there, brother. I don't know. Did I play along and jokingly? Oh, look what Justin, I did some of that. But I didn't start the rumor. The rumor had already been out. She gonna come out and say that I started the rumor because she owed me $250. Now you knew you owed me $250. You've been rich for a long time with that MCM deal. You never reached back and said a motherfucking thing. It was that important for somebody to know? Why didn't you reach back and say, yo, let me pay you your money because I knew I owed you? You was trying to belittle me.
Hold on, I missed it. I had to walk away. Who's he talking about?
He talking about Justin. I'll play it again, right? Hold on.
How do your son look just like your best friend / bodyguard / man who gave you 300,000 to help bad boy get started? Now, when people question and asking me about it, I wasn't there when Justin was conceived. I wasn't there, brother. I don't know. Did I play along and jokingly? Oh, look what Justin, I did some of that. But I didn't start the rumor. The rumor had already been out. She gonna come out and say that I started the rumor because she owed me $250. Now you knew you owed me $250. You've been rich for a long time with that MCM deal. You never reached back and said a motherfucking thing. It was that important for somebody to know? Why didn't you reach back and say, yo, let me pay you your money because I knew I owed you? You was trying to belittle me.
He talking about Kim?
Yeah. And Justin. So they saying Justin is the security guard's son. They were messing around. And the security guard and Justin do look alike now. I got to admit that, but I don't know if that's his son, but they look alike. That's all thing I can say.
Hold on. I thought his name was Christian.
They got one named Christian, they got one named Justin. They got two of them, Christian and Justin. Christian is Al Sure's son.
No, that's Quincy.
That's Quincy?
Yeah. Hold on.
So she messed around with the security guard on Al Sure. Let's go commercial right quick, y'all. So y'all come on,
let me
join the
go ahead.
PT. Y'all come on over and join it with us, and we're gonna have a good time, and it's just all good and fun, and we can learn different stuff that we didn't know, and y'all come on over and debate with us. Go ahead, TT.
Let me clear that up. Kim got 3 children with Diddy.
Okay.
One with Al Sure.
Okay.
She's got the twins, and she's got Christian with Diddy. She's got Quincy with Al Sure. Misa got Justin with Diddy.
Also, Misa's is one slept with so Justin is Misa's son. Well, where's she at?
She's put up some posts about her distaste for her baby daddy. She hasn't been very quiet about you know, his interactions with his dad. You know, Justin got a DUI a couple years back, and she put all the blame on Diddy, and was trying to kind of intervene and get her son kind of away from him back then. But Diddy has had so much control over his children. Yeah, it ain't been
well,
for the mothers at all.
I'm glad you cleared it up. I'm glad you cleared it up, TT. So
yeah, Gene Deal must have had because Gene Deal has spoken out against abuse allegations when it came to Misa and Kim. He's a witness to a lot of things that occurred between Misa and Kim because he was around in the early stages of Diddy's career when he was with Misa. But Misa is Justin's mother.
Well, I'm glad you cleared it up. I'm glad you cleared it up. So she messed around with security guard then got pregnant because that baby looked just like that man. So and she owed him $250 and he got a problem with that $200. I thought he was making $250.
Well, to me it sounds like Gene is expressing. To me, it sounds like Gene is expressing some distaste for her because it's kind of like, okay, you got big and you got this deal, and you left me in the dust, and then you said I started a rumor about who the baby father really is. So he's basically saying that rumor was already out there. It wasn't me, but is that the reason why you didn't pay me my money? That's what
I took from it. It wasn't so much as the $250, but you want to say you want to say I started a rumor because you owe me $250 and you want to pay me fucking $250.
Right, Pap got it. She's trying to use that as an excuse to why she didn't pay this man his money, and he like, I don't give a damn about no rumor. The rumor was already out there. You definitely kind of owing me my money. So, but
Well, I'm glad you
if you look back in time a little bit, you can tell that Misa's kind of more like she's a go with the flow type of girl. She's more, and I think the only reason why she probably said anything about Justin's arrest, his DUI and stuff, is because it made him look that way. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, she probably let him go to the freak offs, let him be his daddy's shadow or his alleged daddy, you know, whatever. She's that type of woman. She really is.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna go look her up, TT. I ain't know nothing about her.
Yeah, I'm serious. Y'all do y'all own research on these people. Don't just take it by what I'm telling you or what anybody else is telling you. Go look up these people. You will see she was right up there in the video with Kim and Mary J. and smiling and cheesing. She accepted a lot from him. She accepted a lot.
I didn't know nothing about her. I'm gonna check her out. Well, I'm so strict glad you cleared it up because I thought that was Kim. So like, well, Kim, I thought Kim had some. But I know she had. I know she had that many kids, but that's me. So I'm going to check her out.
Yeah, and then you gotta think like, what kind of mother would give up custody to a man that they know ain't no good? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's all about money with these people.
And it's all about money. Since you said that, just imagine our people that gave their kids over to him. And they had to know something. Do you not know? I mean, they knew something was going on with Diddy. Because
I'm hearing he adopted a little porcelain girl. Did y'all hear that? I got to do some research on that. I'm hearing that yeah. So that's right.
I'm gonna do my research on Bashir Gray. Because when you bring him, when Jaguar Wright started talking about him, she literally is hurt by how he turned out. And she said his mama sold him to Diddy and Will Smith.
Yeah, I have to look at more.
Is that why he acts so weird? Is that why he acts so weird, y'all? We think he act weird, but he just we think he act weird, but just him and what he been going through. But
I think the cast of Empire. When I think about them, I think they've been exposed to a lot anyway. Lee Daniels is the producer of that show, and I just have a uneasy feeling. I think if we did,
do you know the background on Lee Daniels?
Huh?
Do you know a little bit? I know a little bit about Lee Daniels.
I know some things that I don't like. I don't want to know. I know. But I think that if we really look deeper into it shouldn't wow us, but yeah.
I'm gonna say what I little research I did and I found out he got a white mama and a black daddy and he gay.
Very much a part of the LGBTQ community. Very much flaunted a boyfriend on the red carpet and openly and publicly a relationship. The only thing that I can say is Lee Daniels, he put a bad taste in my mouth after what he did to Monique. And they all seem to run in those circles. You know what I'm saying? Where they can easily blackball somebody. Now they've came back together and made up and everything, and that's Monique's choice. That's her preference. Me personally, once you do me wrong, I ain't gonna have nothing else to do with you.
Right.
But Pat, you could contest to this. That's a nasty world. That really is.
Yes.
World they a part of, and I'm gonna just leave it right there. Pat probably can fill it in, because she gonna say it like it is. I'm more reserved in what I say, but yeah, that's a nasty world, y'all.
When Monique first started talking about, when I was hearing a lot of people talk about Lee Daniels, and then when Monique come out, because he did a lot of stuff. He did Precious. He done did a lot of black movies. So
right.
I was hearing a lot of people talk about he really don't like black folks, but he know that's where his money at. Because his mama raised him.
Yeah.
And he got a lot of disdain for his daddy. Because I done went and did a little research on it.
Yeah, makes sense to me.
And he apologized to Monique because he know that the black people is the one that's made his money for him.
Mm-hmm.
Empire, Pressure, and the other little movies he done did.
Yep.
Yeah.
And all these was geared toward black people.
Yes.
And that's how you make
But
your money.
never painted black people in a good light. Never. No movie I've ever seen him do has he ever painted people of our color in a good light at all.
And that's the reason why a lot of people is upset with Tyler Perry.
Mm-hmm.
Because you paint black men in a bad light.
Sure do.
And you try to make you black women is who made you rich.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's the women. That's right. That's right.
Black women made you rich, and you
On the
paint black
street.
men. Case in point, and I didn't even think about it, and I love this movie. I didn't think about it till I heard somebody else say it. In A Diary of a Mad Black Woman, the bad guy is the dark-skinned black man, and the good guy is the light-skinned black man.
Mm-hmm. You said that before, yeah. You sure did.
Yeah, and I didn't think about it till I went back and I watched that movie again. I love that movie. I went back and
that
watched
movie too. That was one of my favorite Tyler Perry movies.
Yes, I think a lot of it because, I could kind of relate to some of the stuff she was going through, even though my ex-husband never treated me like he treated her, because I wasn't that docile, because I'm going to talk shit. That's just me.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk shit. You not my daddy. You're not going to act like my daddy. But I could relate to some of the stuff that she went through with him.
And I think a lot of black women can.
Yeah. And I like that movie.
Yeah, it's a very good movie. But I think the problem, like you said, is why does he always have the black, the lead male in the play or the movie being an abuser, a cheater, a man that disrespects women? You know what I'm saying?
And the little cute dude,
can he get a break?
The little cute dude, I can't think of his name. He played in a lot of Tyler Perry stuff, and he came out and spoke out on it too. I think his name Christian or something. I don't know his name. But
I know you're talking about.
In one of the plays, he was the light skin, and the wife was cheating with the dark skinned man. And he was supposed to be in the little retarded one. That when Muddy say, "I know Johnson and Johnson when I smell Johnson and Johnson."
Yeah.
He was the husband.
One where they was at the funeral and the daddy was sleeping with the brother's girlfriend. He had a heart attack and died while he was sleeping with the brother girlfriend, and then kind of find y'all remember that one? And what's her name? Shoot. I can't think of the comedic's name. She ended up featuring in the movie. I like that one too, but it was just like everybody sleeping in the family. Everybody was sleeping with everybody.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? Painting the black family as something truly dysfunctional. And yeah, Tyler Perry's just all about that. And he puts high regard to his mother. Now he did come from he said his daddy abused him. I watched his documentary.
Yeah.
His daddy abused him and everything, but he had a strong black mama.
And if you think about it, this is my opinion. Meet the Browns was the best play. That's because Cora and David Mann, Tamala Mann and David Mann, they wrote most of that play. That's in my opinion, because if you think about it, it's something that you can relate to. Mason Gray was in the play, not the movie, the play.
Yeah.
And that was more relatable to a lot of people because Tamala and David Mann wrote most of that play.
Mm-hmm. You notice how Medea never knew who Cora Daddy was, and then she had Mr. Brown go take a DNA test, and he was Daddy and stuff. Yeah, like, and I don't know what kind of disadvantage Mr. Brown, the man's had, but you're right, Pat. They contribute a lot to his plays and stuff.
Yeah,
their sitcom ran about what? 4 seasons?
A long time. Woo.
Yeah. So they were even able to branch off and get their own sitcom and everything. I like the Mans.
And they live right there. I hear about me. They stay in Mansfield, and I stay right on the almost city limits of Mansfield and Arlington.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just said they stay in Dallas. They
Yeah,
stay in Dallas.
they say
Oh yeah,
Mansfield.
I want to show y'all this list. Let's check out this list. What happened with Diddy, y'all, and we're gonna think about what they about this list. And I'm kind of confused still. Hold on.
Many of you came here thinking or hoping or perhaps believing that I may start naming names. Well, that day will come, but it won't be today. The day will come when we will name names other than Sean Combs, and there's a lot of names. It's a long list already. And of course, I already know who some of these individuals are, but because of the nature of this case, we're going to make damn sure that we're right before we do that. But the names that we're going to name, assuming that our investigators confirm and corroborate what we've been told, are names that will shock you. These are individual cases. There are indeed other perpetrators involved. They will be revealed when that particular individual case is ready to be filed. They already know who they are. And I'm talking here about not just the cowardly but complicit bystanders. That is, those people that we know watched this behavior occur and did nothing. But I'm talking about the people that participated, encouraged it, egged it on. They know who they are. I call them the facilitators of foul play, willing participants in vile conduct. As we identify them, each will be part of this case as defendants. These defendants will not only include individuals, but would also include corporate entities who ultimately profited off of this culture and behavior. I'm looking at banks, pharmaceutical companies, hotels. We know that many of these individuals were paid cash. We know that many of these individuals involved, whether they were the ones being assaulted and abused or they're witnessing other people being assaulted and abused and then paid and threatened and told to leave. Typically paid 10 grand in cash and told to leave. And then threatened as they were leaving. So in addition to Sean Combs, you should know the defendants in these cases we're going to file will include anyone, of course, who engaged in the assault or exploitation, anyone who participated in such in any way, anyone who encouraged or facilitated this conduct, anyone who was in the room and watched it happen but made no effort to stop it, any venue or venue owner who was aware of what was going on but failed to stop it, any individual or entity who knew about the conduct and benefited from it but did nothing to report it or stop it, and any individual or entity who covered it up or helped cover it up. These people who know who they are should just come forward now. I would imagine, as we speak here, there are a myriad of people who are very nervous. You can't hide skeletons in the closet forever. I would expect there are many people out there right now who are desperately searching their memories as they delete their texts and data. Now, although these are, in fact, individual cases, there is a common theme, an MO, if you will. Typically, the victim is lured into a situation where he or she is given a drink. Typically, that drink, reported by these victims, is apparently laced with something. Once that drink takes effect, the perpetrators perform all kinds of sexual acts on the victims, many times passing him or her around as other people watch and enjoy the show, and then leave the victim ashamed, confused, injured, and wondering what happened. When the victim reaches out, he or she is told not to say anything. Sometimes there are threats of physical violence or financial repercussions or bodily harm. The claims we intend to bring will include the following: violent sexual assault or rape, sexual abuse, facilitated sex with a controlled substance, false imprisonment, compelling prostitution, sexual misconduct, dissemination of video recordings, false imprisonment, sexual abuse of minors. Given a large volume of cases and given our other docket obligations, And given the fact that we want to be sure when we file these cases that they are fully vetted, I expect we'll start filing these cases against Sean Combs and other perpetrators within the next 30 days.
So do y'all think now I was over at Brother Rock's today, Shank Rock, and he was saying that he don't think all those people in Houston, Texas, all those kids were telling the truth. My thing is, how do we know they're not telling the truth? You know what I'm talking about?
Well, let me just say this. Shout out to Just Say No to Skull. He called the hotline on live.
Okay.
And he was like, listen, they taking this serious. This ain't no just, you can't call, lie, and play a prank and just say anything happened to you in the hands of Diddy, because they going deep and they going to investigate what you tell them.
Right.
And he called and he was like, I get to speak to a real person. You know, the phone rang and rang and rang, and then they finally connected him to somebody, and she said, you calling concerning the Diddy investigation? He said, yes, ma'am.
Wow.
And she said, well, what is it that you want to tell us? And he was like, my booty got fondled and stuff, you know. But he was just doing that to prove that it's a real investigation. When you call the hotline, somebody's going to take your statement. They're going to get very detailed with you, and they're going to investigate your allegation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so my thing is, anybody that has called this hotline or anybody that's went to the DA or the feds or whatever and said what they've said, they have investigated the claim, the allegation, before putting you on that witness list.
Yeah.
And that's what people need to understand. They don't just throw something out there and it can't be accounted for. There got to be some form of proof or something, a witness. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be a thorough investigation because he is a high profile celebrity.
Right.
And didn't the feds admit that they had a bunch of tapes?
They got a bunch of tapes, Pap. They've got a lot of receipts. Okay, and when I say receipts, I'm talking about they follow money transactions. They gonna have their stuff together. That's one thing about the feds. They're gonna dot their I's and they're gonna cross their T's. You can't.
They just said banks, pharmacies. So they're gonna go through all that. Like you just said, everything, y'all. Everything.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yep.
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. And I was telling y'all when I did my live last Saturday, they've had tapes for a while.
Yep.
That's why they even able to say there's a long list of celebrities that they gonna have to eventually question because they're on those tapes.
Yep.
They're on those tapes. And they're gonna you saw him walking into a room with an underage person. You witnessed it. You understand? And you stood by and you did nothing. You're gonna get in trouble too. You're an accomplice to that. So this investigation is bigger, is way bigger than what we
even over 3,000 people
could imagine. Yeah. If I ain't gonna say that. But there's a person
1990.
There's a person that
they're go back and look at Tupac and
please trust and believe there's a person that, you know, we know very well that could get information on this case. They can get paperwork on this case. You know, you got to be careful when it comes to stuff like this because it's an ongoing thing. And like I said, them celebrities that you saw hurrying up and trying to erase tweets and Twitter accounts and distance themselves from this type of Kevin Hart, somebody, it was a blogger stopped him on the street and said, hey, you were hosting a lot of these parties with Diddy. What do you say? I'm the wrong person to talk to. People are trying to distance themselves because they know their asses in some hot water.
Yep.
But Kevin was there. Kevin was there so much. And did y'all know, let me ask y'all something, TT, cut y'all. Did y'all notice how Kevin Hart came up so quick? Kevin Hart came out of no doggone world. He came up quick.
Cat Williams told y'all about that.
He was sent there. Yes, he was sent there.
Cat Williams told y'all about that. He told y'all about that.
He did. He did. And I think, like Titi said,
and I ain't trust Kevin after he did his wife the way he did her.
Well, you know, Kevin, he had some restaurants or something. He sold his restaurants and stuff like that. He started selling stuff too. So they all started selling stuff. And I mean, I say, like you said, you can't erase that stuff. You can't erase the Texas off your phone. That stuff is still somewhere floating.
It sure is.
Mm-hmm.
God,
and Kim, Kris Jenner, she totally disgusts me.
Me too.
He was like he went in a Valley Girl mode talking to Diddy. Oh, and that lady thought she was up there. She totally thought she was there to do an interview. And I mean, like, what did she think was going to happen? Like, girl, it was a deaf lady that translated what Kris Jenner was telling Diddy.
I seen it too. She sure did. Yep, she sure did. We're reading her lips.
Girl was wild, but I'm not surprised though.
Yeah, so we're gonna see more gonna go on, but it's gonna like teacher said, it's bigger than what we think it is. Like I said, it's gonna go all the way up to the elites. It's how far it's gonna go. And I'm being honest with y'all. They said Diddy eating now where he at, he's sleeping on the floor, but I don't care about that. My thing is, I don't think that my thing is that they ain't gonna, the people who got all this money, them billionaires and trillionaires, they ain't gonna let no one person bring them down. You see what I'm saying? They're gonna do everything they can to not let him bring them down, because they ain't gonna lose what they got. They ain't gonna lose what they got. All that goodness they got, airplanes and islands and shit, all that money. They ain't finna lose that stuff.
Well, I wanna just hit on this and then we can close it out. Do y'all know when what's his name, Young Thug, first got charged, they were talking about RICO charges?
Right.
The government has to put RICO charges on you.
Oh.
Think about it. I just looked it up to make sure I was right. Think about it. When they got all the mobsters, they had RICO charges on them because it had to do with racketeering. And when they get the mobsters, the government go after them. The government ain't going after Young Thug. The state of Georgia is. They couldn't put no RICO charge on him for the words in his rap because it's covered by freedom of speech. And that's how you know that a lot, if you paid attention to the trial, like I paid when it come up, even the white people talk about it, I go in and check it out, just see what they saying, get their analysis. And the whole trial is a sham. And why Funny Willis got her assistants trying it and she ain't trying it. Because when they
let me get something right quick. So shouldn't they? Ain't they gonna should they just let Young Thug go? Because the judge say she see what's going on. The district attorney they ain't got nothing else. She said she see what's going on. Should they just go ahead and call it RICO and be through with it? I mean, why keep on wasting money and all this time? But they just that. That's the
problem. Is they probably feel some type of way because they have wasted a lot of money.
Yeah, and they trying to get they trying to get a conviction to try to prove something to some melanated people, and your main witness got up there and busted them out. Woody, he got up there and told everything. I'm tired of these people. They threatening me, telling everything, and that's one thing they weren't supposed to do. That whole thing need to be filed. That's the reason why that black judge, because he trying to make a name for himself, held that Young Thug lawyer in contempt. The whole thing need to be declared a mistrial.
Woody kept saying that, they kept harassing me and berating me to say certain stuff, and I just got to the point where I was just telling them any damn thing so they'd leave me alone and let me out of jail.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
and if you gonna get on the stand and tell that, you know where My thing, if you gonna get on the stand and say that, actually say that, ain't nowhere in hell you could be lying.
I wouldn't think so, Pat.
In the
I
case you,
wouldn't think so either.
Not when he had every reason to go against the grain. You know what I'm saying? These is
Yeah.
really his ops. You feel me? So it's
Yeah.
like, why would he recant back on everything that was said while they were doing their investigation and everything and making him a star witness? Like, what he got to lose from that?
Yeah.
nothing. You ain't got nothing to lose. Nothing.
That's why when they had Woody on the stand, I said this should be over with tomorrow.
Yeah.
After he get off the stand, this is just be throw this out the door. What
So
else
what-
are we talking about?
So what more could they want then? I mean, if Woody did all that, he is gone out the door. What more could they want? I mean, what more?
Well, I'm not gonna go too far into. Just let's just say it's other stuff that has happened that I think they're trying to pin on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I think it's that the people are crying out for justice in certain cases, and so it's like
Yeah.
pin it on him.
Yeah.
What you talking about? Not on why she said yes, pertness, mom, LZM. If she sleep,
I'm
she
just
must be
trying to
laying on her phone.
I mean, I'm just trying to figure out because I mean, they should just go ahead and just say that's it and be done with because they see the DA.
No,
ain't
my
got
wife
nothing.
know about the trial. She's been following the trial from day one. She don't miss a beat when it come to watching the trial. She'd be the person to get up here and talk about it. But I just, I think it's a spectacle. I think it's been embarrassing. Fannie Willis, what's your damn MO? You slept with the man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You embarrassing too.
And in my opinion, I think that has a lot to do with it. She a woman scorned.
She in her feelings, Pat.
Yep.
She one of them ones this nigga gonna owe me, he owe me, them type of girl, please. Do it out of the courtroom. We don't want to hear about you being scorned and shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn your world upside down. This is what she doing, and she wrong for that. She turned her own world is turned upside down. Shoot, be honest with you. Her stuff tore up.
She played herself. We ain't got nothing to do with that.
Yep.
Right.
You sure right. You sure right.
When Pat first started talking about Fannie Willis, I just like, what? It's just like, I can't believe this shit. They really brought this to trial?
Yep.
All the evidence is there that she was dealing with this man in her feelings, everything else.
Why did she not lose her? I thought maybe if she said she slept with him, she should have lost her job. But she didn't lose her job though. She still remain on. She still remain on. With the DA now. So I understand that. I don't know, but we sitting back, we looking, we watching, and I don't know how I die if I talk about this DIDDY case in the movie. I probably talk about it tomorrow because I got a breaking news. So I hope I get a chance to upload my stuff. But yeah, so I don't know, TT. It's just a lot going on. Like you said, it's a distraction. What's going on with Israel over there fighting? The port on strike. We may not get no medicine, no food, stuff like that, and it's just a big distraction right now. That's what I believe. But then at the same time, we need to pay attention to it, because it involves, a lot of people, a lot of celebrities that we like, and a lot of celebrities that we music we listen to, and
Well, Perp, I told you about 3-4 years ago, I stopped listening to a lot of the junk. I mean, Yo Gotti, he didn't appeal to me. I didn't think he was that good of a rapper any damn way. You know what I'm saying? These people just don't appeal to me. It's not in whatever they talking about, this trap music stuff. I don't even understand it anyway.
I don't understand this.
It's like listening to a foreign language. I can't get with it. And I'm real adamant in making sure my daughter don't listen to it either because it's message, it's drama.
Yeah, and it leading kids to the wrong place too at the same time.
Right.
So, teacher, you going live Saturday? You're gonna talk about you're gonna continue talking about the Kim Porter story about her book, and so
we going in the series 2 of the Kim Porter book, and we're gonna really hone in deep into the book. And the author, like I said, he's a blind author. He's not going. revealing his real name or anything like that. He has just recently put out some statements that he has tapes, as I stated in my live last weekend. He has tapes, and he's not saying who's on the tapes. He just said a lot of the stuff that has a lot of the allegations are true based off of what he's witnessed on tape. So at some point, somebody gave him her tape. It gave him not only gave them tapes. Remember, I told you Kim. It's alleged that she was making copies of the tapes.
Right. You did
certain
say that.
tapes.
Yes, you did.
In particular, Diddy allegedly being with underage boys, music proteges. So we have kind of, speculated that it might be Usher, might be Justin Bieber, might be some other ones, but we don't know. Nobody has admitted to that on their end. But the author said, "Hey, it was real enough for me. I wrote the book. I wrote the book."
Okay.
And you can't. Hey, I ain't mad at him for writing the book because I feel like Kim would have did it anyway had she not passed. So that's just my opinion.
Well, y'all tuned in to Just Me TT on Saturday. We're going to part 2, and part 1 was interesting. If you missed it, go ahead and do the replay, and make sure you do the thumbs up. And if you ain't subscribed, make sure you please subscribe to her and subscribe to Now My Watch Tribe, and y'all subscribe to me and get them views out there. I like them views looking like. I said, well, let me go live a little bit more. If I get more views, I start going live a little bit more.
Oh, and let me also say this before we close out, Perp, and then this will be my ending comment before leaving.
Okay.
We're willing to talk about the Diddy stuff, y'all, because we know that that's what y'all into at the moment. We're doing this as content, right? Nothing we know is matter of fact. We're just up here alleging along with everybody else. Until the trial, we will not know the full details and full true facts of this case, his investigation, and his arrest. But don't let this Diddy stuff be a distraction, y'all. Get into your word, okay? Get into your word. Stock up on your goods. We got a whole fleet of situations going on in the world that could potentially be stopping us from receiving our goods, our fuel, everything we need to survive out here. So stock up on those things. Be mindful, keep your head on a swivel, as Pap says. Don't be fooled by the stuff that's out here in the media. Have your own mind, do your own research on these topics, but just pay attention to what's really happening in the world. Keep your eyes and your focus over on the Middle East. Okay, Israel has been under attack. And we just got to make sure that we protect each other. We stand with each other. We praying for each other. And, we uplifting each other. Because these is hard times we in, y'all. We're not in this celebrity world. You understand what I'm saying? We on a whole different end of the spectrum when it comes to life. So we're more than happy to bring you the content and speak about these things, but we also want to make sure that y'all know that we also going to bring you those survival tips that are needed right now, because that's more important than any of this other stuff that you may hear from us. So with that being said, I want to thank Perp for another wonderful live. I want to thank Pap and Tori, and I want to thank everybody else that was here in the building with us. And y'all just keep loving on each other.
Thank you, CT.
You're welcome. Blessings, everybody. Good night.
Good night. Well, y'all, like she said, get your schedules together, get everything in order. We've been talking about it for a while. Y'all know that, we try to put everything out there. So go ahead and if we can get some more views up, y'all, go get them views up, y'all. I will come on live more. I will be on tomorrow to try to download everything up tonight for a news break, some things I've been talking about. A lady that I've been talking about, been wondering where she was, because I didn't know where she was. I've been waiting for her to come out. And don't y'all forget that I'm also taking donations for the unfortunate, for rice, beans, coffee, hot chocolate. Men's, we need gloves, stocking caps, as y'all call beanies, socks, thermals. If you got some of that shirts that y'all fat men's wearing, just call mediums on you now. if you got those kind of clothes in your house, you want to get rid of them, just let me know. And I'll be glad to get those items from you. If you want to make an order to Walmart for the items I just spoke about, you can do that at 9301 Forest Lane, Dallas, Texas 75243. You can call or order. You can do the order online and just email me at binoentertainmenttv@gmail.com. And I go by at curbside order and pick those items up. And trust me, the homeless people, which is unfortunate, they will be very, very grateful, because every time I go out there and me and Pap, and y'all can hear them on a video saying, they know what they're gonna eat. They glad we came over. You got the men's clothing. So donate those clothing for me. I really appreciate it. And not only I appreciate it, y'all, the unfortunate people also appreciate it. Y'all understand they be cold out there in the wintertime. So I will be going out this winter, and I will be giving out be cooking some chili. So I will be doing chili sometime in November when it starts getting kind of cooler. I'm gonna be out in the community doing that. So me and Pap, so if y'all can help out with the donations for them, I would appreciate it. Also, my birthday's coming up, so I'm gonna go live on Sunday. So we're gonna hang out, just gonna pop your top, talk about what you want to talk about, what's on your mind, whatever you got to talk about, just bring it up. We can talk about it, laugh, cut up. I really appreciate that. And I really appreciate everybody that came through. Tommy, Shank, Pap, TT, Now My Wash, Tori, Melanie Queen, Toya, the A family. I really appreciate y'all coming through here, y'all. And the ones in the bushes, y'all can drop down. We don't do any bullying over here. We just show love, respect. We give knowledge, and we got a lot of understanding over here. And we might debate on what's if you like, if it's right or wrong. Me and Pap, she tell me, "Now, friend, I got to stop you right there." You know what I'm saying? So we all have different eyes and different looks when we see different things, and we have different knowledge to put out there. So that's why it's always to say that you're never too old to learn. You know what I'm saying? So any kind of knowledge that you can get, always take it. But you don't have to always use it, but always keep it in your mind, because one day you might have to use it, or you might say, "Dang, I've heard this before." You understand what I'm saying? And that's good. And also, if you're dealing with kind of domestic violence, you can call a 1-800 number 799-7233. Also, I do domestic violence awareness, as far as also gun violence, also being molested. Also, I do the feeling unfortunate. So I do a lot of topics, and sometimes I don't do those topics every day or all the time I come on live, because sometimes certain topics make people sad. And I don't want to make nobody sad by the topics that I bring. I want to bring love as well. So that's why I don't talk about firearm violence and domestic violence and being molested. See what I'm saying? So like I said, I don't want to bring anybody down, because over here we want to make sure everybody leave happy, and be joyful when you leave here. You know what I'm saying? And give you something that you can think about, something you can use. You just never know. Or you may know a friend, that we might say some things about, things that you might share with a friend. So share my live out with a friend, your neighbor, your grandparents, who you can share it with that might be enjoy a slow moving content, without a bunch of fussing and baby mama drama and things like that. So that's what we carry over here. We do grown folks topics. It's a grown folks show, and we do grown folks content. So I always know that we always got a good show for you when you do come by. You understand? So I always stick around and just see what we got for you. And you just never know how we might come out over here. But anyway, on that topic, y'all, how in the hell you gonna love somebody and love yourself? And keep an eye on my community wall, y'all. I'm always posting something over there every morning to let I'm thinking about my Beano Kings, my Beano Queens, because over here you are kings and you are queens. You ain't no hoes and you ain't no itches over here. You are called queens and kings. And that's how we're going to keep it. All right. On that note, peace.